Let's go!
At US Cellular, we heard you. You want a wireless plan that works for you. That's why we're giving you unlimited data for just $30 on a network ranked #1 in network quality performance. All that and no hidden fees. That's the best value in wireless. That work for you? US Cellular. Choose fair.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local US Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central Point off Plaza Boulevard.
The Associates for Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery provide professional, personal, and compassionate care for their patients. Their offices in Medford, Grants Pass, and Klamath Falls practice the full scope of services, from corrective jaw surgery to wisdom teeth removal and much more. For more information or to schedule your complimentary dental implant consultation, call 541-779-3781.
We think in our stores that we have the best selection and the best value for the dollar.
My name's Haley, and I've been showing sheep for 5 years through 4-H and pigs for 2 years through 4-H. 2 years ago I got Grand Champion, and today I got Reserve Grand Champion. It's a really good program, and it teaches the kids self-responsibility. The program wouldn't be how it is today if we didn't have people like Sherb coming out and supporting us.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports, I love my team, I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at SouthernOregonSports.com.
Doctors James Savage and Rajiv Rajakapal are happy to welcome Dr. Brian Clevenger to the Associates for Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery. Their offices in Medford, Grants Pass, and Klamath Falls offers a full scope of services from corrective jaw surgery, wisdom teeth removal, general anesthesia, dental implants, and much more. For more information or to schedule a consultation, call 541-779-3781. That's 541-779-3781.
Let's go! At US Cellular, we heard you. You want a wireless plan that works for you. That's why we're giving you unlimited data for just $30 on a network ranked #1 in network quality performance. All that and no hidden fees. That's the best value in wireless. That work for you? US Cellular. Choose fair.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local US Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central Point off Plaza Boulevard.
Let's go! At US Cellular, we heard you. You want a wireless plan that works for you. That's why we're giving you unlimited data for just $30 on a network ranked #1 in network quality performance. All that and no hidden fees. That's the best value in wireless. That work for you? US Cellular. Choose fair.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local US Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central Point off Plaza Boulevard.
The Know Your Role campaign is incredibly needed and incredibly vital and important to establish boundaries, safe boundaries for children to play.
It's got to be a proactive culture where everybody enjoys the game.
At least creates awareness that some things need to change in order for the youth sports world and even actually the adult sports world to continue.
Knowing your role means that the parent, the coach, the referee, the fans, we all have a role.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is a guy from Lake who made it all possible. Carlos. Hey, Carlos. Hey, Carlos. You want someone who's going to take care of you and not just the dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
but not for you, little sister. Thank you for coming.
Find your guide during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on lithiasuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
The days grow long, and the last school bell rings, calling you to pack a bag, grab the kids, and hit the road to that fabled land of green, where adventure drifts with you on the water and carries you through the trees. So let curiosity get the best of you and take the trail less traveled to Southern Oregon. Your journey begins when you travel Medford.
Hello and welcome, sports fans, to this live video streaming event of Table Rock Sports Productions. Caleb Franklin is going to be to my right tonight. He'll be on the video alongside the Chief, Dan Marshall, on the color commentary. I am Boomer Marshall, saying thank you for joining us here on this live video streaming event. We're going to have the national anthem right now, it sounds like. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll bring you back for another intro in just a little bit. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this quick word.
Circle K is your on-the-go tailgate headquarters. Whether it's a home game or a road game, when you need a big play, call on My Circle K. From their always fresh premium brewed coffee, ice-cold fountain drinks and sodas, fresh made-for-travel deli items. When it comes to special teams, nothing is more special than My Circle K's Kickback Reward Program. Rewards every purchase, every time. Find them, follow them, throw a tailgate party with them. MyCircleK.com.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthernoregon.com to learn more.
Hello and welcome back here as the Roseburg High School Marching Band out on the field. And we're about getting ready to get going here at Roseburg High School at Finley Field. Chief, I'm excited. Once again, I am Boomer Marshall. I'll be on the call tonight alongside KK Franklin, Caleb Franklin will be on the video. Chief to my right for this Southwest Conference opening matchup for the South Medford Panthers. Their first one. They had the bye last week, as there's 5 teams in the league. Roseburg is a team that went to Grants Pass, played for about 43 minutes of the game, toe-to-toe with Grants Pass. They were all tied up with about 5 minutes left, and Grants Pass came away with a win late. But this tonight matchup for South Medford, obviously, like I just mentioned, the opening conference game for South Medford. They come in 4-1 into this. The first matchup of the year in the conference is always one you got circled as a coach. I'm sure Coach Singler's talked to the guys about that and coming out prepared, ready to play. So tonight, going up against a tough Roseburg team. It's gotten better over the past few years under Coach Dave Heiberger. So, Roseburg's coming along. Their program's improving, getting back onto solid ground. So it ought to be quite the interesting matchup here tonight between a team that has had a lot of success against Roseburg. The last time they lost to the Indians was 2011, and that wasn't even in a regular season game. That was in the postseason. But since then, Bill Singler has solved the Roseburg puzzle, so to say, and they hope to continue that tonight. We're pleased to bring you this game on TableRockSports.net in partnership with the Medford School District and our participating community business partners. Welcome to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. Fans, make sure at home to download the new version of our free app. Watch all Table Rock Sports Network events on your phone, tablet, PC, or anywhere you connect for free. We also invite fans to check out all the features on TableRockSports.net, where you can find Southern Oregon Sports Spotlight, Athlete of the Week, Pick'em contest, blogs from our broadcast teams. When we come back, our pregame show will continue. We're going to kind of get a look into what the Panthers have done so far this season, how they fared last week, and then Chiefs' expertise on what it's going to take tonight to get out of Finley Field in Douglas County here with a win. Don't go anywhere.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is a guy from Lithia who made it all possible. Carlos. Hey, Carlos. Hey, Carlos. You want someone who's going to take care of you and not just the dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
But not for you, little sister. Thank you for coming.
Find your guy during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on LithiaSuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 40 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland and Medford, and now Bill's Glass in Grants Pass.
Hello and welcome back here live at Finley Field. I'm Boomer Marshall alongside my dad, the Chief. Caleb Franklin along for the ride as well. He'll be on the video tonight. Chief, I want to get to tonight's key matchup as I pull up that John L. Scott scoreboard there at the bottom of your screen. Obviously, the Panthers come in. Let's talk actually about them getting into this matchup where they're at. 4-1 so far in the season. Hasn't been the toughest schedule in the world, but hey, you can't, pick how good the teams are, how good they're going to be. You don't know. You don't have a crystal ball, so got to go play the games. 4-1 after 5 games. How about let's give them a grade? Where do the Panthers stand, in your estimate?
Well, I think they're a B+, Boom. I think, first of all, I was on assignment last week when you guys did homecoming, and thought you and Caleb did a great job there. They knocked down McNary 31-9. But I'll tell you, I think South has a couple check marks. They got their home opener. They got the win on the road, and now we got a conference opener going here right now. So what they have to do, it's a tough conference. Seen that from 28-27, the Sheldon over North. We've seen 35-21, Grants Pass over Roseburg. Tonight, and we haven't seen it all year, South needs to play a complete game. They got to play good offense, but Coach Singler talked about in the Mail Tribune today about our defense got to step up and play. We can't score 40 points every game and think we're going to beat the Sheldons and the Grants Pass and the Roseburgs of the world. So tonight, I think it's about our defense. I think it's about, obviously, all 3 phases of the game. It's about our defense playing tough, keeping them, limit them to less than 3 touchdowns. We win the football game.
Good point there, Chief. And the more that I thought about it, I think I talked to you a little bit about it as well when I got up here today. The thing that South Medford, when they struggled against Liberty or when they've struggled at other times, the one big bugaboo is penalties. You can't come up here, commit penalties, and think you're going to get out of here with a win. You have to play clean football. It means you got to get lined up correctly to give yourself a chance. I know it sounds so simple at home. Oh, just get lined up. Well, no. You got to get lined up correctly, first off. Can't be moving, can't make mistakes. And the team that limits their mistakes will increase their opportunity to succeed. You give yourself more opportunity to succeed. It's a numbers game, as Roseburg starting to gather there at the end zone for them coming on the field. But I'm just telling you the excitement that I have for conference football when it actually now means something. And to hear the Roseburg band on the field and to see the kids excited about it. And, this is a special place. Spiegelberg Stadium, special. Mel Ingram Field, special. Finley Field, special. As Roseburg takes the field. And this is a team, I told you this today, South Medford has to play well to come in here and win this game. And I truly believe that. Roseburg is a team, these guys haven't really won at this level yet. So they're kind of going through that process right now. And the Panthers better be ready to play tonight because Roseburg is kind of that team where all of a sudden things start going well. They get a lead, they might just run away with it. I mean, they got those kind of athletes out there on the field, and they're going to make you play in space. They're going to put pressure on you.
Which that's
South
a little
Medford
bit
have their
different.
hands full.
That's a little bit different when Roseburg's done in the past with the veer option. Give it to the fullback option, read that defensive end, pitch to the back or quarterback keeps it. They're kind of spread out. They're a little bit more normal. You can kind of coach them up and defend it a little bit more like we've had other opponents throughout this season. But, again, check the box. And right now we have on the road a first conference game of the season, and we got to check that box according to Coach Singler, even though we didn't have a chance to talk to him tonight. And that's a tough assignment coming into Roseburg, and they are much improved, playing well on the road at Grants Pass. And actually some of that film we saw last week, Boom, they had a chance to beat Grants Pass down there at Grants Pass, one of the toughest places to win in the state.
Yep.
So now they're at home, and I'll tell you what,
Their
that's
season
the other
two.
thing.
They've had a conference game underneath their belt where this is the Panthers opener, Chief.
Yeah, they got one, and plus I've been here since 1986, and my son Pete played up here, and you played here, and my son Scott played up here, and there's flags flowing. And the Roseburg officials they got flags going all the time. I tell you what, and it doesn't look like we travel that well. So hopefully, fans at home listening to this, we got a tough game in store. Roseburg's here in numbers, and the flags are being flying just like they always are up here in Roseburg.
Panthers just took the field on the far sideline.
Did I say that out loud?
Yeah, you did. I can't back you up on that right now.
And I just say that tongue in cheek, and I know the officials are doing their job, but it just kind of comes with the territory. You come into Douglas County, Roseburg's the seat of Douglas County, and Roseburg's seat of high school football, and Thurman Bell set the stage many moons ago, and it's tough to come up here and win at Finley Field.
It's tough to come up here and win. Officials, no officials, just because this is it's one of those places, man. It's one of the staples around the state of Oregon, and the state. Not only the conference championship go through here for years, but the state championship went through this town, this city right here. Lots of football pride. Their kids are going to be ready to play tonight. They got a bad taste in their mouth. They got off to a good start. They had a lot of promise looking forward on their season to come. They've lost 3 in a row now, and so it just.
And they're a good football team. We're 4-1 coming in. Maybe a little bit lighter schedule than we usually play. Liberty, tough team, beat us. We win the homecoming game. We beat Inville, beat McNary. Centennial, not very tough. So right now, this is a big test for South Medford on the road, and I think they're up to the challenge. Offensively, we've been great all year. Defensively, up and down. And like you say, Boom, it's time to put a complete game together. And I think tonight that's the challenge for South, to put a complete game together. And I think they're up for it. And I think they're up to the challenge here. But, again, we are in Roseburg.
Good night to play your best game. And would really set the stage next week. Don't want to look too far ahead, but would set the stage for next week against Sheldon, maybe as a SWC championship kind of showdown. With big implications. So don't go anywhere, folks. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to have some high school football action, Southwest Conference style here at the road opener for the Panthers. Excited to be here with you on Table Rock Sports. We'll be right back.
There's a time machine not so far away that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
The Know Your Role campaign is incredibly needed and incredibly vital and important to establish boundaries, safe boundaries for children to play.
It's got to be a proactive culture where everybody enjoys the game.
At least creates awareness that some things need to change in order for the youth sports world and even actually the adult sports world to continue.
Knowing your role means that the parent, the coach, the referee, the fans, we all have a role.
A beautiful night here in Roseburg, Oregon. Southwest Conference football action coming your way. Panthers have won the toss. They'd like to receive, Coach or Chief. What do you? We always talk about that a little bit. So touch on.
I'll tell you, anytime I coach a football team, from flag football to high school football, I want the ball first, and So if you defer, I'm not sure if they won the toss there. I didn't see that, but anytime you give Bill Singler the ball on the offensive side, you're in trouble. But so I'll take the ball offensively, and we talk about 3 phases of the game: offensively, defensively, and special teams. And right now, 4-1 coming in the conference opener for South. Special teams have been very, very good, very, very effective, and you don't want to kick the ball to this kid named Austin Boster. Whether it's from the kickoff or in punt, now we're going to kick it to him. So, but we've been very good both on the offensive side of special teams as well as defensive side. Punt return, kickoff, and kickoff return.
I would say Austin Boster maybe, this might be, I don't think it's a stretch. I would say he's the best return man in the state. Show me one better.
Well, for his size, there's no question. He's like, Bill has singing his praises, and, you think about it. He's a little guy, but he makes huge plays. He's done it all year. He's done it for a couple
And there
years.
goes the pooch. They're not going to kick it to him. James Dwayne has it, though. This guy can run, too. I'm just telling you, he's a hurdler. Gets out past the 42. If there's a second guy you don't want to kick it to, it's him.
That'd be the second guy.
He's got some serious speed. In a sprint this summer in workouts, he beat Boster by like 4 or 5 yards in a 100-yard sprint. So I wouldn't kick it to Dwayne. They kicked it to the wrong guy.
So they, looking at film, coach is breaking it down on Sunday, saying don't kick it to Boster and don't kick it to 43. Well, they got half of it right.
Well, they don't know that Dwayne's that fast. He's an inside linebacker, for Christ's sake. But like this guy, he was in the state hurdler final last year. So
good idea there by Roseburg. Didn't work out that great. James
you gave it to him at the 43-yard line, too. So, Bill's like, go ahead and not kick it to him. We'll take it at midfield every time.
We'll take that. Special teams, good job for South Medford.
Here we go. Boster and Walker to the bottom of the screen. Alvarez to the top. Miller next to Tuttle. Here goes Alvarez in motion. We're going to fly sweep out here to the bottom of your screen. Out past the 50 to the Roseburg 49. Good pickup there on first down of about 8 yards, Trey Alvarez.
Well, South getting a little leverage on the outside there, and you know what? We've shown that fly sweep all year. This time we give it to them and start the game with an 8-yard pickup. That's not bad on first down.
That really opens the playbook if you're the Panthers here for 2nd and 2. Zach Miller in the backfield with Tuttle. Lots of things you can do now off of that play now that you've run it. You can bring that fly guy in motion, then you can run downhill with Miller behind it. You can do the same with Tuttle. You can play action off of it. You can play action screen. So really gives you a host of things you can do. Here goes Alvarez again. This time they're going to fake it to him, and now they're going to go downhill. And Miller's not going to have much there as the Panthers didn't block one of the down linemen and able to make the play there as big number 62. And that is Jordan Colton, the senior, 6 foot, 250 pounds, able there to make the tackle for only about a gain of 1 for the Panthers, bring up a 3rd and 1, Chief.
Good stop there by the Indians, and show a little odd front there with a 3-man front and a stand-up linebacker in the A gap, and they didn't go for that motion that time, but that's why you want to run that fly motion and then give it your fullback. But good job by Indians defense there, keeping a short gain.
Carson Joe will check into the game. They're going to run to the right. Miller makes a man miss there at the line of scrimmage, leaning forward to the 45. The push still going, and that'll be a first down for the Panthers as they'll move the chains there. Zach Miller, the senior running back, behind Connor Joe. First down, South Medford.
Good job there, just offensive zone block there and give the ball to Zach Miller, the senior, and we've seen that kid have some big-time speed there, but good job by the offensive line, get some push. Zach Miller, give the ball to him, get the first down early in the first quarter.
We got a whistle and a timeout, South Medford. We're going to take one with them. We'll be right back after this quick word from our sponsor.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is a guy from Lake who made it all possible. Carlos. Hey, Carlos. You want someone who's going to take care of you and not just the dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
but not for you, little sister. Thank you for coming.
Find your guide during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on lithiasuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
I saw a parent, dad in the stands yelling at his kid, trying to coach him from the bleachers, and the embarrassment on the kid's face. It looked like he was about to cry while playing the game.
I think it's very embarrassing for a student athlete to see their parents being escorted.
Miles, we're cutting you off. Sorry, Coach Miles, we just cut him off there on the commercial, but we're back here. We're back from the timeout. Alvarez and Nelson to the top, or excuse me, Walker to the top. Play action. Tuttle's going to roll to his left. He's got a lot of room out in front. 45-40, 35-30. Down inside the 30-yard line goes Torrin Tuttle. First down, Panthers. Looked like a little busted protection there, Chief, and did a nice job, Tuttle, that was. Breaking to the outside. Coverage was downfield with the receivers. Lots of room for him to run.
Well, just a breakdown right there, actually, from Roseburg defense on containing the edge on the left side. Coming hard on his throwing arm side, and Tuttle seeing that, nobody open, and took off and ran. And we talk about all year with Torrin Tuttle, the transfer from North Valley, his escapability and way to get out of the pocket. Does a great job there and picks up a big first down.
Snap. Tuttle has it, rolling to his right. That throw is low. Alvarez, though, gets his hands underneath and will make the catch. Throw was a little bit behind him from Tuttle, but good job by Alvarez coming back, stopping his momentum, getting his fingertips underneath the football and together, and able to secure the catch to keep the Panthers on schedule now here with 2nd and 5.
Hey, just a little thing there, Boom. What you teach your receivers, keep your pinky fingers together, the ball, your hands below the ball. Even though it's a 5-yard pickup, it's a great catch and a big play there by Alvarez, and we got to have some big things out of him as the season moves along. Great job there by Alvarez. Good throw. Great catch.
2nd and 5. Tuttle will roll to his left. He has Walker coming out of his... I keep calling him...
Is that...
Yeah, Mitchell. Sorry. Mitchell Walker there on a little out route. A very similar throw as the last one. Good coaching there. Good job by Walker. Getting his fingers underneath the ball.
Good job there by the receiver coach. 2 in a row. And, Bill kind of coaches a little bit of everything, but he's one of the best receivers ever in high school football in Medford and at Stanford University, and he coaches those kids up. 2 great catches there when you're not supposed to catch those.
Here comes a little 21 personnel, 2 backs and a tight end. Walker will run to his left, inside the 10, fighting to about the 8-yard line. And he will have a pickup of about 5 yards.
Is that the
Zach
Miller kid?
Yeah, Zach Miller. We haven't seen Bryson Gutchess yet.
Well, I'll tell you that Bryson Gutchess, his emergence last week, and I watched it. I was on assignment again up here in the Roseburg area, and I watched you guys in that homecoming game. I watched Bryson Gutchess go for 189 yards, 186 yards. And so just kind of using the right spot to use him. But this Zach Miller, he's a real deal too, and back off of injury, him and Jamal.
2nd and 4 here at the about 7.5-yard line. Here's a handoff to Miller. Penetration. Miller breaks a tackle, cuts to the 5, inside the 5, and touchdown, South Medford.
Wow, great job there again by the offensive line, giving a little bit of room, and Zach Miller running hard and going to his right, cutting back to his left, put his head down, shoulder pads down, gets in the end zone, touchdown, South Medford.
Luke Allen on to attempt the PAT.
He's got Torrin Tuttle, arms outstretched to hold. The
Snap good. Kick is blocked. Is that blocked, Chief?
That was blocked. Not going to like that. We work on that first day in practice every day. I don't know how many years in a row we've worked on that. We start out, warm up, stretch out, get ready to roll, and then we work on special teams. Coach ain't going to like that. Got to clean that up, and that's a big point right there, Boom. Hopefully it doesn't come back to haunt him.
We're going to take a look at that touchdown right here. So here's the play before, and what I want to do is I want to freeze this, and I'll show you where I'm going to freeze it. Right? Look at the guy over the center. The blitz run through backer. He's just over between the right guard and the center. Rushes that A gap. Can I hit play again? What's going on? Man, it's not letting me play it.
But yeah,
let's try it again.
Run through backer in the A gap, blocks it, gets the hands up, and
break the tackle. there, jumps over a guy, breaks 2, breaks 3, and then drags 2 in the end zone for the touchdown. Just great individual effort. Our right guard's got to do a better job having his eyes up, seeing that run-through backer, staying on his track on that outside zone play to the left. Panthers, though, you want to take the ball first. You want to give them the ball first. They're going to go down and score up 6-0, and that's a big-time drive. Panthers are there. Indians get out to about the 32-yard line on the return. But if you're head coach Bill Singler, love to come on the road in your first conference matchup and start things with a touchdown offensively.
Yeah, you got to like that. And like I said, hey, you give them the ball on the offensive side, you're going to like that. And South responds, goes down and scores. Move the chains. And Zach Miller run the ball hard. Offensive line doing a good job. Now Roseburg getting the shot.
Pistol formation here, 4 wide. Here's a little fly sweep. A little bobble on the snap and able to lean forward there. Is that 34 there for the Berg? And Doran Gillespie, 5'10", 185-pound senior. So a little bit of the timing off. They had a little look like a fly sweep action. So both South and Roseburg coming in early here trying to get something going with that little fly sweep motion. Roseburg, though, different, though, in years past. They'll spread you out. Here comes that little fly sweep motion. Now downhill is Gillespie. Panthers are there, though. They're going to hold Gillespie to a gain of 2, and that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down and 4 here early, Chief.
Well, over the years, Roseburg's always had a big, strong fullback, running back that out in the flat. We've seen it so many times out in the flat, fake the ball and then throw the ball in the flat, first down or touchdown. First time I've seen Roseburg in this pistol, spread them out, 3 trips to the top of the screen, for example, usually in a veer option, belly option, and kind of different to see.
Stoffel back to pass. Doesn't have a lot of places going. Breaks a tackle. Coming up is defense. Makes a guy miss. Makes another guy miss. Leaning forward. I don't think he's going to have it. Wow, that's a pretty liberal spot.
Really good spot there.
Really good spot. He was down inside the 40. He looked like at the 41. They're give him enough for the first down. Wow.
Well, no flags.
His knee went down at the 40-yard line, and the ball couldn't have been past the 41, Chief.
Generous spot there, but, again, watching Roseburg out of the pistol and spread you out and get you out in space, it's tough to even envision right now, but looking from the box right here, that's what they've been doing with since Sturm's been gone.
Yeah.
Nothing there, and good job by the Panther D.
Good job there by Nathan Krupp.
Nate Krupp, that guy, we keep saying that guy's name. Now we're conference opener. He gets a touchdown in the beginning of the season up at Centennial on a fumble in the end zone. He had some big plays in the last 2 or 3 weeks. Comes up with a big tackle there in conference opener.
And that's what you got to do. The Panthers had trouble against this kind of fly sweep motion thing against Liberty. Here we go. Trips to the bottom of the screen. Panthers showing some pressure inside. Here comes the handoff, Gillespie. And he's going to try to split 2 defenders. Will be tackled there at the Roseburg. Well, it was the 48. Now they're marking him at the 49. So he's going to pick up about 7 there on 2nd down.
Coach Parnell showing up. Coach Parnell just a little stunt on the outside. Ran right by the running back. And he would have ran into him. But good job by offensive line by Roseburg.
Run by.
Yeah, little run by backer coming, and not a bad call, but a good play by Roseburg offensive line.
3rd down and 3. Stoffel at quarterback, trips to the top of your screen, which here comes the fly sweep motion. They're going to fake it, hand it off to Gillespie. They got something going here, and I think Roseburg, obviously they pick up the 1st down, has found something with that trips formation. What I call trips, it's 3 receivers to one side or the other. And when they run the ball stays on the right hash, they're putting trips into the boundary is what we call it. They're not sending trips to the field. So they're stacking those receivers up to the boundary. Then you run that fly sweep to balance it out. So now you have a numbers advantage when you run back away from that. So I'm trying to describe you that at home.
No, and that's what you got to do. You got to get out and cover them. Now they got 2 receivers at the top of the screen and the bottom. But
quarterback's going to pull it as Stoffel around the outside. At the 40, 30, 25, And now he's going to step out of bounds at about the 21-yard line. Good job there by Jay Stoffel. And first down, Indians.
Well, South showing that odd front with the three-man front, and then force defender doesn't come up. They don't read it, and they don't take care of the responsibility. Similar to that veer option, where it's responsibility football. You got to take your discipline, make sure you maintain your discipline, tackle football, fullback first, then stay with the quarterback. Nobody had a quarterback that time. Big first down for the Indians.
This one's going to be handed off. He's going to be inside the 10-yard line, and that's number 31. Carson Thompson, 6 foot, 185-pound running back. Indians are now first and goal, Chief.
Yeah, whether you're in the veer option or in the spread, again, you have to maintain your responsibility and accountability for whatever position you're playing. Now South back in the four-man front and the even front and inside the 10-yard line, and going to have to play a little man bump out there, man free, and see what happens. But Roseburg, good drive going here.
Jace will keep it around the outside. It looked like they got away with a hold there at the top of the screen.
They got a flag down.
Indians.
Got a flag down out there, though.
They did see it. The top of the screen, our corner's just sitting there with his arms up in the air going, you got to call it.
No, that was a good call. You seen it, Boone. I think their officials seen it out there, so I take all that bad things I said in pregame back. Good call there by the official. I think we're going to have a hold on the Roseburg Indians. But I tell you that Jake Stoffel so far is Jace Stoffel so far shown some escapability and
moxie.
Yeah, some senior leadership there, and he looks like the real deal. And we're in for a dogfight here tonight, Boone. Even though we went down and scored first series, you can tell Roseburg's here, and they're here to play at home at Finley Field.
No, they're. I knew this was going to be a tough one. In motion goes Roseburg. And that time, Krupp there again. Got no place to go. That's going to bring up a second and goal. Panthers say,
no.
Blow the whistle, man. Blow the whistle. What the heck?
Nothing doing, not having any of that. Great job there by the front four of the South Medford Panthers. And Roseburg trying to pound that middle. And that time, Panthers have nothing of it. Charlie Campbell.
They haven't had a lot of success running between the tackles. They've had a lot of success running off tackle or outside, quarterback keeping. So Panther just got to have their responsibility. Stoffel back to pass, looking for a man. Good play there. Mitchell Walker, and a late flag.
That looked like a good defensive play to me. Walker coming in, knocking that out. He might have got a hand up on the backside there. The back judge coming in with the flag, and looks like it's going to be
first
goal
down. We were at the 11, so that'll be first and goal at about the 5.5. I don't even know what he showed an illegal.
Not sure what that was supposed to be. A PI. I don't know. It looked like
PI is two hands out, and then an arm against. Right.
So
he put one hand out like the stop sign with. That would be like only one hand like that would be illegal contact in the NFL. So I'm not sure what this is.
That might be like. I'm not going to say it. Not going to go there, but hey, it looked like good play by Walker. Nevertheless, now it's second down and goal.
It's not an automatic first down. They're going to fake it. Handoff. Thompson leaning. Touchdown, Roseburg. And we're all tied up. And for the South, if you're the South Medford Panthers, you're going, okay, we might have to score 40.
Yeah, and I know we talked about that earlier in the pregame, and I know South coaching staff talked about it. Our defense got to play a little bit better in this conference. This is a tough conference. Anybody can beat you, and right now.
Snap bobble. This is big here, Chief. Looking for a fire. That's going to be to nobody. We're all tied up. Panthers dodge a bullet there.
Two special teams mistakes. Well, I'm not sure of a mistake with South when they get it blocked, but certainly a mistake there by the
Roseburg. Dropped the ball, right?
Yeah, it was a pretty good snap.
Good snap, yeah.
A little high, but you got to handle that and put that laces out. And
well, as being an old snapper, I'll tell you this: I'd rather have a high snap to hold than a low snap.
Right.
You know, you're putting it on a pad. It's pretty simple. I almost take it in my eyes every time. because I would just know where to put it, right? You catch it and put it down. The low snap that's kind of bobbling is a tough one, yeah. So
pretty
Panthers
impressive
catch a break there. We might have, this might be like the same score as North Douglas Oak Ridge last night. I don't know if you guys saw that
66-58.
one. North Douglas came back and beat Oak Ridge 66-58 at the 1A special 8-man football.
I'd like to have seen that game, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, I don't think there's nothing better than 11-man football, but I'm thinking 8-man football is the only one.
Little Hawaiian football, 8-man football.
In Texas, they play 6-man football, where every receiver is eligible. Have you seen this thing on ESPN? Every player is eligible. Center.
I have some plays
and
for
you
that.
can throw it's like Hawaiian football. You can throw it as many times as you want, like throughout the play, but you're not allowed to run it. There's a little pooch kick. Not James Dwayne this time. Is that Isaac Dillon? He breaks one out to about the 38. Still pushing. I can hear Coach Singler in the booth next to me. I can't, but I just know him. I've been on the headsets with him for like 8 years. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle.
And I'll tell you
just
what.
getting pelted. The second, the third. Boom, boom, boom.
After 5 or 6 weeks, and now here at home, Roseburg's seen Boster a few times, and you know what? That's smart coaching. We're not going to kick it to him. We want to limit his touches, and the less you can kick it to him, the least amount of times you want to kick it to him, the better off you are as a coach. So great job there at Roseburg not kicking it to him.
So trips formation here at the bottom of your screen. They're going to throw a bubble out here. Mitchell Walker, good block by Coda. Alvarez out in front. Walker dives forward, and he's going to have a pickup of about 9 yards. Mitchell Walker on the little bubble screen, and the Panthers did a nice job leading the way out front.
Whoever this Mitch Walker kid is, I don't know who he is, Boom, but after 5 weeks, 6 weeks watching him play, he's there on the defensive side, he's there on the offensive, on special teams. He's kind of like a glue for the South Medford team right now. He's got some big touchdowns. Nice little bubble pass there, yards after the catch, second one.
Trips formation to the top of the field here. Coda, close tight end formation at the bottom. Here's a handoff. This is Gutchis. Gutchis leaning forward and gets out to about midfield for the first down. His first carry, Bryson Gutchis, the sophomore, Chief, last week. 17 carries, 189 yards in his debut as a Panther running back, just a sophomore.
Impressive-looking kid. I thought it was a Gutchis lineage. I thought he was coming from the Olympic wrestler Les Gutchis and that Gutchis family, but doesn't have a T in his name, so Guches, so maybe Joe Gutchis and that part of the other part of the family, but he is a good-looking kid. Looked at him at McMinnville in the JV game last week. Phenomenal. Good to see him in there.
Back to passes, Tuttle. Boster's got it. Receiver, lineman out in front, cuts to the 40, inside the 40-yard line. First down, Panthers. Austin Boster, work as usual for him.
Looked like Ryan Heil. Looked like Boomer Marshall, Ryan Heil there to me in that little... Is that the tunnel? Is that the jet? What kind of screen is that, Boom?
Jet screen. Whatever you want. Everybody's got a different terminology for it. I'm not going to give you the Panthers terminology for it.
But that is the tunnel to Boster, little screen there, lineman out in front, pick up the first down, and it just brings back memories of that 2002 season, 2001 season, actually. Boomer Marshall, Ryan Heil, Tuttle to Boster.
First and 10 here at the 40-yard line. Tuttle back to pass. Looking. He's going to try to outrun the defense to the left. Alvarez coming back. Did he get his foot down? Yes, he did. Trey Alvarez on the far sideline at the 31-yard line. Good play there by Tuttle, finding Alvarez and him working back to the ball, Chief.
Hey, great job there by Roseburg defense. Get him outside the pocket, make him go to his left side. Tuttle somehow able to get his shoulders around, using his capability, and then Alvarez, who he said he's kind of the X factor. He needs to get out there and come back to the ball. Smart play by Alvarez. Good job by Tuttle. And a big pickup on first down inside the 40, inside the 35.
So, at the 32-yard line here, second and about 2.5. Here's the snap. Little play action. Tuttle got space out in front. He'll throw to Alvarez, and it'll go through his hands. He drops it wide open at about the 20. Had all the room in the world to run. Great play action set up by Coach Singler. Everything but the catch. And it's going to bring up a 3rd and 2.
And, you can't coach that. You can call the play. You can't coach that. And sometimes things happen like that. It's a bad place to hit you in the hands. And just talking about he's an X factor. Got to make that play. Great play call. great execution. Just didn't complete it there with the catch. Nevertheless, still third down and short.
So third and a long 2 here at about the 32.5-yard line. Tuttle is going to switch the formation up here at the line. Look like Walker lined up in the wrong place. Snap to Tuttle. Here's a little downhill power play. Gutjes leaning, driving inside the 25-yard line. Bryson Gutjes, part of that all-sophomore backfield for the Panthers, takes it downhill on 3rd and 2 and says, let's go.
Hey, great job there by the offensive line. Great job by Coach DJ getting his offensive line ready to go. And now you got a kid that has some vision, has some burst, and has some power, puts his pads down, gets the first down. South Medford Panthers getting close to the red zone here.
25-yard line, Tuttle. Play action. He has Coda. Throws up over the defense. Carson Coda. Touchdown, South Medford.
Wow, great play action there. And Coda doing the Brent Jones thing, 49. They're just talking about the West Coast offense. Sliding underneath. Great play action by Tuttle there. Showing him the ball. Putting it on his hip. Back there to Coda. Wide open in the end zone. Touchdown, 49. South Medford Panthers. How many times you talking? What's that play you call that?
What's that?
Last couple weeks ago, he called that Red Z.
Oh, that's like.
Yeah, I'll tell you, that was a great play right
like
there.
Spider 2Y banana.
There you go.
And Allen's going to have this one. It's up and through. And the Panthers take a 13-6 lead here with 48 seconds left in the first quarter. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this quick word from our sponsors.
Oh, a great job by Tuttle. Talk it.
Circle K is your on-the-go tailgate headquarters. Whether it's a home game or a road game, when you need a big play, call on My Circle K. From their always fresh premium brewed coffee, ice-cold fountain drinks and sodas, fresh made-for-travel deli items. When it comes to special teams, nothing is more special than My Circle K's Kickback Reward Program. Rewards every purchase, every time. Find them, follow them, throw a tailgate party with them. MyCircleK.com.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is the guy from Lake who made it all possible, Carlos. Hey, Carlos. Hey, Carlos. You want someone who's going to take care of you and not just the dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
But not for you, little sister. Thank you for coming.
Find your guy during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and our Lithia Superstore.
And we're back. Luke Allen with the kick. Carson 6 all the way back to return. They got something, Roseburg here. Out past the 30. Makes a move to the outside. Carson 6, the sophomore speedster for the Roseburg Indians, out past the 40-yard line. And that's where Roseburg will get this drive started here with 40 seconds left.
So far,
in the first
looks
quarter.
like whoever has the ball whoever's got the ball last going to win this football game. That's what it looks like. Good job there by Roseburg special teams. Good kickoff return by the sophomore Carson 6. And
that dude's a player, man. That guy was a great baseball player this summer for it might have been his brother, I don't know. But 6, they had a guy named 6 on the Doc Stewart's that could flat out hit the crap out of the ball. I'm thinking that's him. So there's a pickup of about 4 on first down. That's going to keep Roseburg on schedule. See if Roseburg elects to run another play here.
That kind of opens up the playbook, boom. Anytime you can get 4 or 5 yards on first down, gives you an opportunity on the offensive side to say, hey, I'm going to give it to him, pull it, and throw the ball, throw the slant, and throw the fade. Puts you in great position.
I don't know if they're going to have enough time to run it. They will. This could end up being big. Gillespie covers the ball up, and he's going to lean forward out past midfield. First down, Roseburg. And how important is it this game going to be? And now that we're at the end of the first quarter, but it seems like first team to blink.
Yep.
You know, could be down a score or two. And, you know, up to this point, really a well-played first quarter by both teams. Chief.
I really like that.
If you're an offensive guy.
Yeah. Yeah, if
like
you're a defensive guy, yeah. I love the offense. I love that fly sweep look. And then Gillespie, I love that kid, the way he's covering up, got the points of the football, and Roseburg getting that offensive line surge and getting that big first down right there at the end of the first quarter.
So 12 minutes of conference football now in the books for the Panthers. Zach Miller scored on about a 6-yarder there in the first quarter to get things started for the Panthers. And then Carson Cota, another throwing touchdown pass from Torrin Tuttle. Tuttle to Cota to make it 13-6. Sandwiched in between that was Carson Thompson, a senior running back. Had a touchdown scamper of about 5.5 yards himself. And that's where we stand, 13-6. Roseburg's ball in Panther territory at the 45. Here as they try to go down and answer that score of South Medford. Jace Stoffel in the gun. Here comes the motion man. Downhill with Gillespie. Gillespie's going to pick up about 3 yards there on first down, so a good pickup on first. Or maybe I should say adequate pickup.
Well, after Thurman Bell leaves, how many years? 40 years? I don't know, 42 years, 44 years. It's a total different ball game now. Is Coach Herberger, is I'm saying that right?
Heiberger, yeah.
Coach Heiberger, that guy, comes in from Springfield, comes in after a state championship or some successful years at Springfield, comes in and spread them out. Roseburg looks like a new ball club, but they look like a good ball club, Boone.
Fly sweep here and able to get leverage. And that's 27, Colin Reitman into it's about the 34 of South Medford. First down, Roseburg. And I don't think either team's really faced much third down yet. I think both offenses are doing their work on first and second so well that I think maybe the Indians had one conversion on a third down. I don't know if South Medford's seen a third down yet, Chief. One time, and Gut just got that lean forward. Everything else has just been like Katie bar the door kind of thing. Here's a fake fly sweep back to Thompson, and Thompson's going to get down to about the 32, so a little bit better there from South Medford, only allowing 2 yards there on first down.
Yeah, and I think
you got to stay away from 2nd and 4, Chief.
Yeah,
second and 3, 2nd and 4 is no good.
Right now, it's kind of a which defense wants to show up here and make a stop or get a stop and see what's going on. Even though it's not a high-scoring game, it's move the chains on both sides. Offensively are dominating.
2nd and 8. Trips to the top of your screen. Here's a little inside handoff. Panthers were there in the backfield. Varner missed the tackle. Hit him dead to rights for a loss of about 2. And those are the kind of negative plays when you're struggling. If you could get that play, you put Roseburg in an absolute passing down situation. Not able to do it, and that's going to bring up a 3rd and 4. So a lot difference between 3rd and 9 and 3rd and 4, where now Roseburg has 2 downs to really get 4 yards deep in Panther territory. So you got to find a way to make one of those defensive plays that goes for minus rather than plus. And here we go, 3rd and 4. Thompson to the left of the quarterback Stoffel, and Thompson's going to lean forward. It looks like he's going to be short.
Just a little bit
short. Got to get to about the 29-yard line, so that's going to bring up a 4th and about 1.
And so far, South has shown a little bit of, their little softness up the middle, and they've exploited that. Roseburg exploited that. Give it to the fullback, give it to the left speed, give it to anybody up the middle, and being able to get positive yardage. We'll see what happens here with 4th down and short.
I'm thinking that Jace will be keeping it, quarterback.
Yeah, pull it. Read that defensive end. Give it to him or pull
Panthers bring in pressure. Man, it looked like they got away with a false start there as the running back was moving. They're going to go downhill, leaning. Looks like ball might have been out. Panthers defense think they stopped them.
As a good offensive line surge, but right at the end of the play, South defense stiffened up. It's going to be up to the mark and see where we're at. It's going to be close.
First down, South Medford. They don't even bring the sticks out to measure it.
That's different.
Wow.
Roseburg.
How do you not even take a look at it? Now he's got his couple of his friends coming in going,
wait a minute,
there's no way.
Measure?
I think head coach for Roseburg just came out on the field like, why wouldn't you just measure?
It's close enough to measure, but again, it's.
Roseburg refs. I'm not going to say they're bad, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't have made that call.
Well, why? I mean, what's wrong with bringing the guys out to measure it, anyways, right?
Well, it looks like
now
it's
they're going to. How do you bring them out to measure after you've announced it now?
Yeah, I think he was a little premature in that call, but it's right at the yard marker.
Wow.
Little premature in the call. Now they're going to mark
This
it.
white hat is hoping so bad it's short right now, because if they got it,
it is short.
He's like, see, told you.
Usually it's just the opposite when we're up here. Usually we say, well, let's get it. Good job by at the last second. It looked like Roseburg had it, and then defense said, no, not having any of it.
There was nobody. There was no pressure like in any other thing than that white hat. I mean, he put so much pressure on himself by not bringing him out to begin with. Oh, my gosh. Can you imagine that thing's coming out there? He's like, dude, what if those chains are wrong? Like,
yeah, move that ball.
Yeah, kick it backwards. Here we go. Trips to the top of your screen.
Good job by the defense, and that's what we talked about. The defense, who's going to get that first?
Bubble out
wide
to Walker. 30. And plants his foot, gets vertical out to the 35, first down Panthers. And if I'm Coach Singler and they're only going to put two guys out there like that, you can run that all day.
All day long, and we talk about it all the time. Count the numbers in the box. You got 5 in the box, we're going to run it. They got 7 in the box and 2 out there. We got numbers out there. And that time, perfectly executed. Great read by Tuttle. And not really tough to coach. If you got numbers, throw it out there. We're going to get that first down.
Good execution there by the Panthers. Keep the chains moving here. I formation, that all sophomore backfield with Joe. Oh, this isn't Gutchess, though, is it? Is that Gutchess? Is it Miller? Zach Miller back there. Tuttle under center. He's going to turn around, fake the handoff. Tuttle's got nowhere to go that way. He's going to come all the way back to the right, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, and he's going to be run out of bounds just a little bit short. But good job from Tuttle getting back close to the line of scrimmage there. Is it really didn't have anything, on the design play, Chief.
No, good job there, right there by Roseburg defense, not to take a bite on that play action, and Tuttle doing a good job. Just get back for a 4-yard loss versus a 10-yard sack, and a good job with his escapability. And but good job by Roseburg D showing that odd man front again. 3-5 look.
Second and 13 here. Tuttle back to pass. He's going to have a hitch out there to Alvarez, who makes this move inside. Able to get to about the 41-yard line, and that's going to bring up a big 3rd and 5 here. Panthers really only have 1 third down conversion because they've only seen 1 third down so far, Chief. This is a big play now because you want to continue that momentum of the drive after the turnover, maybe be able to go up a couple scores.
Yeah, you go right now, Roseburg showing that odd front, and if they give you
soft
7 yards.
Coverage, yeah.
Yeah, soft coverage like that. You take advantage of it. Now we move up a little bit on the corners and see what's going on, but they're still, they're showing 5 to 7.
They're still soft at the top. Throw it. He's open. Alvarez catches, ducks inside, out past the 50. Good read there by Torrin Tuttle, able to get Trey Alvarez the ball on that little hitch route. And we said if you're going to give him separation like that, Chief, they'll go to that all night long.
Anytime you want to give me 7 yards on 3rd and 5, you want to show a soft look, and then be, again, by Tuttle, to his credit, just rolling to his left, hitch it up, sit down, Alvarez, sit down there, and hitch it up 10 yards there, and you got a first down at 50-yard line. It's like taking candy from a baby right now if you're Bill Singler.
Ball here in the left hash, code at the bottom of your screen at the tight end. Alvarez and Boster at the top. Play action. Tuttle's going to escape to his right. Looking for somebody. Alvarez working across the field. And Tuttle will throw it away. It looked like Alvarez got held.
Yeah, Tuttle down there fighting. A little hand-to-hand combat down there, but no flags flying. And good job by Tuttle just to get away again, his escapability. And I tell you what, I wasn't there last week, Boom, but you guys did a great job covering the dude.
Yeah.
And talking about all the adversity that his family and
his little brother passed away.
And this kid's the real deal, I haven't met him. I don't know. I met his dad a little bit, but watching him play has really been a lot of fun so far this year. And he's continued again here tonight.
Tuttle back to pass. They're going to run that little screen out here. Boster makes a man miss, breaks a tackle, fighting forward. Going to pick up about 8 yards there, and that's going to bring up a 3rd and 2. Roseburg ran a little zone blitz scheme there where the defensive end ran out with the tackle. So the left tackle's going out there to block the corner on that screen.
A great job out there.
And a good call defensively by the Roseburg defense, because if that guy's not running with that tackle, then Foster's going to walk in backwards on his hands, because there would have been nobody there.
I tell you, if I'm Roseburg, I'm going to have like a forearm in Boster's chest all night and then somebody over the top of him there. But like you said, if good job by defensive coordinator there for Roseburg. In fact, he's like the 12th man on the field right now.
3rd and 2. Miller rushing forward, and the play broke down there because our fullback took an angle on the wrong shoulder. So he took his head on the outside shoulder. So you leave that defensive end unblocked. You got to go in there as the fullback and dig him out. Inside out, my head's going to be on your inside shoulder, and I'm not going to let you get any penetration. I'm going to build a wall right there, and I'm going to say no more. Our fullback went light and to his outside. 2 no-nos on that play. Now we face a 4th and 2 because of it. And Connor Joe has been outstanding all year at the fullback position, but we got to do better than that, Chief, if we want to pick up a 3rd and 2 or a 4th and 2 now in this conference. Here's a little counter fake. Joe's out there in the flat with the 39, and he breaks the tackle, makes up for it there on that 4th and 2 play. First down, South Medford.
Hey, that's what Roseburg's done to us for years. And a little fullback out in the flat, we pay him back with a little their own medicine there with a good play action. Great job by Tuttle again. Good job by Carson Joe out in the flat. Get his head around, get the ball to him. First down, South Medford.
5 minutes, 30 seconds left. Carson Code at the top of your screen. Joe and Gutchis in the backfield. They're going to hand it off. Gutchis looks for a little cutback. Lunges forward. He's going to pick up about 3 yards as Bryson Gutchis. And now with only about 5 minutes and 20 seconds left here in the second quarter, Chief, you start thinking about, okay, let's go down and score here. And maybe not leave Roseburg with too much time left.
Yeah, right
now. Take a 2-score lead into the break. Would be really nice, but first things first, we got to go down and score.
Well, we got to stop from our defense. We able to move the ball, between the 30s, and now Roseburg showing, even
Here's
front.
A little inside trap. Joe leaning forward, and a late flag is going to come in the area of offensive holding. And I think I said before that tonight's matchup, Panthers have a tough time playing around and out of penalties. They're tough. It's tough for any team when you get behind the sticks. White Hat is now talking to Roseburg captain. And there you go, holding South Medford.
Well, I like the White Hat that at least he waited until he got confirmation of the call instead of calling a first down back there. And I'm just getting, again, a little tongue-in-cheek, giving him a bad time there. But there's no question that was in the area of offensive holding, and flag came out early. Can't argue with that call. And South right now just got to clean some of that stuff up. But doing a good job
up
here.
To this point.
Yeah.
Now they're behind the sticks a little bit. 4 minutes, 50 seconds left here, second quarter. It's going to bring up a second and about 16. 2 backs. Tuttle back to pass. Downfield for Boster, and that's just too soon out of the break. As Boster wasn't out of his break yet. Tuttle had already thrown it. And it looks like they have that anytime they want it, really.
Yeah, and Boster really, I would tell you, he's such a tough cover. If you don't have somebody hit him at the line and somebody over the top, he's going to get open. He's going to a little comeback there, 12 to 15-yard comeback at the sticks, and Tuttle just kind of got rid of it a little early. Didn't really have to. Didn't have a lot of pressure. Just kind of underthrew him there. Hasn't missed very much this year, but in that case, he just kind of, before he got out of the break, just kind of underthrew him there. Big down here for the South.
And if you're South Medford, Bill Singler, you want to try to get half of it back. I think we're in the wrong formation here. Tuttle's going to look to make a play with his feet. 40, 35, cuts upfield. They don't tackle him there, leading forward, and that is close. Looks like he might got enough for the first down. We'll check out the spot. Ooh.
Not a very good spot there.
Backward.
Well, it looks like they're going to spot him short, at least from...
I bet the white hat asked for the chains to come out before
he calls it.
He calls it this time.
That's right at the marker.
It's really close.
Great job there by Tuttle again. And his escapability, I tell you, this young man is not only throwing the ball well all year, but being able to come out, use his feet, athleticism, escapability. And it may be a little short, but I'm sure it's 4-down territory, Boom.
If it's short, I'll tell you what play they're going to run.
Tank?
I don't know what you're talking about. And it is so close. 4th down. I've never seen a 4th down.
I'm not sure what that
signal like that. I guess he's showing both sidelines. It's 4th down.
Double fist. That's a double fist to the sky. 4th down. Finley Field call.
Yeah.
2 fists to the sky. 4th down is short.
Double fisted. So Tuttle is going to keep it over center.
I would think so.
And there he goes, leaning forward, and he definitely got a half a yard there. There's the ball. He had to maybe get... I don't know how that guy's marking him at the short of the 31 when the ball comes out at the 30. Like,
that looks like more than enough for the first down either way.
I mean, he was, and there's the official signal, but I don't even know how they marked him short of the 26. He was inside the 26, almost at the 25, and this guy came in a full yard behind. And you can't tell me they had some great shot with 10 bodies on the ground between the ball. So,
hey, good job there. As the clock continues to run here in the second quarter.
Trauma trigger for everybody involved here.
Yeah.
It's played here before, so.
Been here, done that, have the T-shirt. First down, South Medford's good news.
3 minutes, 54 seconds left here in the second quarter, leading 13-6. Tuttle in the gun with the 2 sophomores in the backfield. They're going to hand off Gutchis. He's going to bust to the outside, break a tackle, and he's going to run hard and low and get about 5 yards there. I'm really making chicken salad out of chicken.
Yeah, I'll tell you, there wasn't much there. He's down, too. That's not a good sign. He looks like he's hurting, too. I tell you what, actually, Roseburg had it contained out there. They had a defensive end out there, but Bryson so quick and, just kind of leaned inside, got outside, and picked up 5 yards, but he should have had 2 or 3 yards for a loss.
Man, we hope he's okay. We're going to take a break. We'll come back right after this quick word. Hopefully Bryson's okay.
Circle K is your on-the-go tailgate headquarters. Whether it's a home game or a road game, when you need a big play, call on My Circle K. From their always fresh premium brewed coffee, ice-cold fountain drinks and sodas, fresh made-for-travel deli items. When it comes to special teams, nothing is more special than My Circle K's Kickback Reward Program. Rewards every purchase, every time. Find them, follow them, throw a tailgate party with them. MyCircleK.com.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Gutchis is still down. I think they're checking his left ankle, maybe his left knee. Hopefully he's okay. We're going to take another break. We'll be right back after this.
At US Cellular, we heard you. You want a wireless plan that works for you. That's why we're giving you unlimited data for just $30 on a network ranked #1 in network quality performance. All that and no hidden fees. That's the best value in wireless. That work for you? US Cellular. Choose fair.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local US Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central Point off Plaza Boulevard.
The Know Your Role campaign is incredibly needed and incredibly vital and important to establish boundaries, safe boundaries for children to play.
It's got to be a proactive culture where everybody enjoys the game.
At least creates awareness that some things need to change in order for the youth sports world and even actually the adult sports world to continue.
Knowing your role means that the parent, the coach, the referee, the fans, we all have a role.
So Gutches hobbled off the field, or kind of hopped off the field. It'll bring up a 2nd and about 5 here at the Roseburg 22. Tuttle back to pass. Boster's going to be on the slant. Going to make a move inside, down inside the 10-yard line. First and goal, South Medford on a good throw from Torrin Tuttle to Austin Boster.
Hey, great job there. Great.
Oh, shoot. Okay, we lost video. How about the... this? Oh, we're back. Sorry. It just went all blank, so Boster caught it.
Hey, just a little sit-down route there.
Yeah.
Little sit-down route. At first, I thought it was hook and ladder right there.
They could have ran it for 6 there.
Because we have the little sit-down move by Boster. Quick step, get it out of your hand quick by Tuttle. And I seen the back coming out, or the H-back coming out. Could have pitched it to him for touchdown, but we'll take that first down. Not first and goal, but first down at the 11.
Man, I don't...
I think it is first and goal.
Yeah, it's first and goal at the 8.
That soccer line, soccer line.
Gotta love that. They had a thing on SVP, like Monday Night Football. You want to take it to the boys over there, Kay? We got a couple.
I got the Marshall boys in the house.
Future South Medford Panthers in the house tonight. The little Marshall boys. KK's little brothers, Seth and Silas. Well, there's Sethy with Grandma. He's hanging on the front. He wants to get on the field so bad. Silas right behind him. Grandma and Pam. So, Mom, if you're at home watching, there's your little boys. And I got one of your other little boys sitting right next to me right now. And KK. So, we're all doing good up here. Say hi to Mom at home. First and goal for the Panthers. That's 2 Marshall boys coming at you. I'm telling you, one's a DN and one's a QB right now.
On assignment in Roseburg, Seth and Silas.
The Seth and Si show, man. First and goal inside the 9-yard line. Play action. Tuttle's got room outside. Alvarez comes open at the pylon. Did he catch it? Oh, we're going to have to take a look at that.
Wow, that looked like
he caught it.
Looked like a good catch right at the pylon. It looked like a good catch. They're calling it out of bounds.
And Alvarez is saying, no way, I was in bounds. Yeah. And I think he was.
I love that. Was that 85 route, or was that comeback route? Or
that's just like a wave route, like a 10-yard out.
And it was a perfectly executed at the pylon. Looked like 6 points for South, but calling them out of bounds. Got to take a look at that replay.
Yeah, I got the replay. So we'll take a look at that here shortly. Panthers got to get lined up here. Two-back situation. There's a little play action. They got the fullback in the flat. He's going to try to force it back to Alvarez. He did have Joe out in the flat there, open, and it's going to go incomplete.
Well, I seen it last week. I wasn't there. You and Caleb doing the game, and you coach your quarterbacks flat first, and Carson Joe came open in the flat. You probably give it to him. He probably gets in the end zone, yards after the catch. Tuttle elected to go in the end zone there again, and not able to hit his receiver there.
Can't predetermine. That's number one. Because if you're going out there with the idea flat first, and that fullback's open, there's no defense for it. If he's open.
That's right.
Unless you're trying to say, I want to throw it to Trey because I know he was in last time.
Yeah.
And as a quarterback, you get defiant like that.
And you want to
get stubborn. And it's not a fault. The kid's trying hard for his receiver, is Tuttle.
Now we're looking for Boster.
Looking for Boster. Corner of the end zone. Goes up to make the play. But nope, they say out of bounds.
He came up with the ball and made a high point of the ball. Made a great catch. Call him out of the end zone. But what a great catch by Boster. Can't believe he held on to the football.
Now I know why Bill broke his rib up here when Mitch caught that touchdown pass to take the lead.
Tough to see in the corner. Did you see that, Kay? Was he out?
KK said he was in. I got that one on replay too, so we'll take a look at both of them.
He went up and high pointed the ball, made a
Panthers
great
are going to go
catch.
for it. And we got two receivers at the top and Boster, and I'm thinking they're going back to him on a comeback route at the top of the screen. I can call it mid-play. Boster comes back.
Dropped it.
Touchdown, South Medford!
What a great play. I thought I'd seen the ball scoot out there, Boom. I didn't.
What a
great
catch.
job.
What a throw. 4th and goal from the 9. So you're going to call us out once? Okay. You're going to call us out twice? Okay. How about 3 times?
more
Can't
time.
keep us out of the end zone, baby. Touchdown, Panthers.
Great call, great execution. Tuttle to Boster, touchdown South to extend the lead. 19 and here for 20-6.
Allen up and good. Panthers take a 20-6 lead here with 2 minutes and 18 seconds remaining in the second quarter. We'll be right back after this quick word from our sponsors.
There's a time machine not so far away that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
The Know Your Role campaign is incredibly needed and incredibly vital and important to establish boundaries, safe boundaries for children to play.
It's got to be a proactive culture where everybody enjoys the game.
At least creates awareness that some things need to change in order for the youth sports world and even actually the adult sports world to continue.
Knowing your role means that the parent, the coach, the referee, the fans, we all have a role.
Welcome back here live at Finley Field. The South Medford Panthers have a 20-6 lead. A little over 2 minutes left to play. Gillespie hits the hole, as you can hear the special teams coach from down on the sideline up in the box saying, hit the hole, baby. Here's a late flag from the white hat. Roseburg was going to have it 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line. Late flag comes in, though, so this is a big flag. Regardless of what team it's on, if it's against Roseburg, they got to go all the way back to the 20. It's a face mask Panthers. Is that a 5-yard signal? 5 yards, like 5-yard face mask? Okay, so it's not terrible for your South Medford.
So the 5-yard face mask is just getting his hand up on the helmet area. Yeah. Versus grabbing it and throwing it to the ground. So
like grabbing it, turning it, just if any of your hand, whether it grasps it or not, just touches it, which I guess is a safety thing.
Yeah, hey, well, I'll tell you, that's a great job going for it there, 4th down, and kind of rolling the dice there versus
knowing
kicking
your
the field
personnel.
goal.
Yeah, you know your personnel.
You know you're going to be able to run that play out there to the field, and they were able to get it done.
So the fly motion, and Gillespie leans forward, dives out to about the 47. Well, they're going to give him the 48-yard line. A pickup of 9 there from Roseburg. Big series here for Roseburg because you can get the double dip. If you can get a score before the half, you get the ball to start in the second half, and they have an opportunity to, not have the Panthers be able to build on their lead. And by the next time South offense touches the ball, it could be all tied up again. Here's a little handoff inside Gillespie. Josephson's there, kind of catching, playing, probably not. How we see kind of Justin bust out of a cannon sometimes. That time he was kind of more catch mode.
More contained, I tell you. But if I'm Roseburg coach, I'm gonna keep running what works. And if they're gonna give me 6 yards or 7 yards up the middle, I'm gonna run it again. I want to run it again. I'll run it again right now, even with a minute and a half to go. That's where they've made all their yardage tonight, and that's where they've been very effective here tonight.
Stoffel back to pass. No blocking out in front. Good play out there by Liam Stedman. Timeout Roseburg. And the Roseburg offense seems to kind of bog down when they get out of what they're doing to be successful in running the ball like you're talking about, Chief. When they start going to the pass, they don't play as fast. They're not being in reaction. They're not reacting mode. Almost like they're thinking mode.
Yeah,
which is not a good thing. I'm thinking.
I'd force South to stop me up the middle first, and so far South hasn't been able to do it. Now that's not bad. They pick up 3 yards on that first down, throwing the ball. But with Gillespie and 31, both those guys have been very,
Gillespie
very...
and Thompson, yeah.
And Thompson have been very strong in between the tackles.
Stoffel, too, running.
And in fact, run. I'd pull it a couple times with Jay Stoffel. He has the ability to take it to the house at any time.
Catches by their top 2 receivers. They've gotten their slot man, Mitchell Walker, involved on the screen. They've got Austin Boster with a touchdown. The tight end, Carson Kono, with a score. And the fullback.
Here we go. 2-by-2 formation, 2 receivers to the top, 2 receivers to the bottom. Gillespie is the running back here. It's Jason the gun. Little play action.
Wheel route.
The wheel route right through a defender's hand. That was Luke Allen was right underneath that. That could have been pick 6, Chief.
Was that Luke Allen or Riley High?
Luke Allen, 32.
Okay.
I mean, probably a good reason why he's playing defense.
Hey, those guys, you hit, that's why they are playing.
6'1", he's booted. Hands like frying pans. That's from Little Giants. Come on, Luke.
Hit him in a bad spot right there, Boom.
Yeah.
But he closed well. Good job of the defense now. Big third down here. Late
good coverage.
Late in the second quarter, yeah.
In Roseburg, this was always the draw play. Roseburg used to run the best draw in the world, and they could be on 3rd and 12. There's a little play action slant, top of the screen, and Carson 6 drops that one. The receiver for Roseburg. That's going to bring up kind of a tricky little 4th and 7 here, because if you're Roseburg and you go for it, that kind of opens the door for South maybe to go down and get some more points before the half. If you punt it, you know, it's a long field, but it looks like Roseburg's going to line up and go for it here.
Well, Stoffel, you got a strong arm, and then 6 coming across the middle. That's a tough play. That's a tough play to hit that slant over there for the first down. And
now Jace will back up like he's going to punt. They're just going to let it go. Got a chance to go into the end zone and does. So the ball's going to come all the way back out to the 20. Great stop there by the Panther defense. So they got the turnover downs last time, and here are able to get the stop as Roseburg kind of got outside of what seems to have been working for them. Give credit to the Panther D in doing that. Now it's Panthers' opportunity here with 1 minute, 5 seconds left in the second quarter, leading 20-6, and have played extremely well thus far in this game in all 3 phases, Chief.
Yeah, and Coach Singler talking about it early, talking about it yesterday, talking about it all week. We got to play a little bit better on the defensive side and limit our opponent to less than 30, 40 points. We're not going to score 30, 40 points against these kind of teams. And the defense answering the challenge tonight here.
Zach Miller with a stiff arm out past about to the 22-yard line here with about 55 seconds left. Tick-tock, tick-tock. And obviously, if the Panthers are able to break one here, the coach would take that. But, if not, no big deal. We'll take a 2-score lead into the break on the road anytime at Roseburg. I don't care how good we are, or how bad, or how good, you're up 2 scores on the road in conference football. Take that.
See, Zach Miller just limping off, and haven't really seen Bryson Gutchis over there, what's going on. So
is that Dillon now? And
Isaac Dillon probably with the ball there. I couldn't tell.
That might have been DeVries.
That is DeVries.
Mason DeVries, the senior running back who was penciled to be the starter this year, playing on a torn ACL. My goodness. In there, just got his first positive yards on a running play this year. We talked to running backs coach Jason Bauer before tonight's game, and he said tonight could be the night. Hey, Coach
Bauer.
Coach Thurman Bell behind us there. And so, yeah, Coach Singler and Coach Bell
having a moment back there.
Having a great moment. And, two of the great high school coaches, probably the number 1 high school coach in the history of the state of Oregon. Coach Thurman Bell just walked by, and him and Coach Singler, exchanged pleasantries. And, if there's 2 guys that can understand each other better, probably be best of friends if they ever had a chance to just go hang out, and probably very similar in how they are as
best of friends
guys.
And worst of enemies.
That's right.
They battled for many years here, and good to see him back there shaking hands, saying hi.
Yeah. So 20-6 here at halftime. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll do a little summary of the first half. Our thoughts on what happened first half-wise, offensively, defensively, special teams, what you should look forward to in the second half, what the Panthers are going to have to do to ultimately come out of here, Douglas County, Roseburg High School, Finley Field, with their first win in as many conference games. Don't go anywhere. Lots of exciting action still coming your way.
At US Cellular, we heard you. You want a wireless plan that works for you. That's why we're giving you unlimited data for just $30 on a network ranked #1 in network quality performance. All that and no hidden fees. That's the best value in wireless. That work for you? US Cellular. Choose fair.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local US Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central Point off Plaza Boulevard.
The Associates for Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery provide professional, personal, and compassionate care for their patients. Their offices in Medford, Grants Pass, and Klamath Falls practice the full scope of services from corrective jaw surgery to wisdom teeth removal and much more. For more information or to schedule your complimentary dental implant consultation, call 541-779-3781.
We think in our stores that we have the best selection and the best value for the dollar.
My name's Haley, and I've been showing sheep for 5 years through 4-H and pigs for 2 years through 4-H. 2 years ago I got Grand Champion, and today I got Reserve Grand Champion. It's a really good program, and it teaches the kids self-responsibility. The program wouldn't be how it is today if we didn't have people like Sherb coming out and supporting us.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
Doctors James Savage and Rajiv Rajagopal are happy to welcome Dr. Brian Clevenger to the Associates for Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery. Their offices in Medford, Grants Pass, and Klamath Falls offers a full scope of services from corrective jaw surgery, wisdom teeth removal, general anesthesia, dental implants, and much more. For more information or to schedule a consultation, call 541-779-3781. That's 541-779-3781.
At US Cellular, we heard you. You want a wireless plan that works for you. That's why we're giving you unlimited data for just $30 on a network ranked #1 in network quality performance. All that and no hidden fees. That's the best value in wireless. That work for you? US Cellular. Choose fair.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local US Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central Point off Plaza Boulevard.
At US Cellular, we heard you. You want a wireless plan that works for you. That's why we're giving you unlimited data for just $30 on a network ranked #1 in network quality performance. All that and no hidden fees. That's the best value in wireless. That work for you? US Cellular. Choose fair.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local US Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central Point off Plaza Boulevard.
The Associates for Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery provide professional, personal, and compassionate care for their patients. Their offices in Medford, Grants Pass, and Klamath Falls practice the full scope of services from corrective jaw surgery to wisdom teeth removal and much more. For more information or to schedule your complimentary dental implant consultation, call 541-779-3781.
We think in our stores that we have the best selection and the best value for the dollar.
My name's Haley, and I've been showing sheep for 5 years through 4-H and pigs for 2 years through 4-H. 2 years ago I got Grand Champion, and today I got Reserve Grand Champion. It's a really good program, and it teaches the kids self-responsibility. The program wouldn't be how it is today if we didn't have people like Sherb coming out and supporting us.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
Let's go! At US Cellular, we heard you. You want a wireless plan that works for you. That's why we're giving you unlimited data for just $30 on a network ranked #1 in network quality performance. All that and no hidden fees. That's the best value in wireless. That work for you? US Cellular. Choose fair.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local US Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central Point off Plaza Boulevard.
The Know Your Role campaign is incredibly needed and incredibly vital and important to establish boundaries, safe boundaries for children to play.
It's got to be a proactive culture where everybody enjoys the game.
At least creates awareness that some things need to change in order for the youth sports world and even actually the adult sports world to continue.
Knowing your role means that the parent, the coach, the referee, the fans, we all have a role.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is the guy from Lithia who made it all possible, Carlos.
Hey, Carlos. Hey, Carlos.
You want someone who's going to take care of you and not just the dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
But not for you, little sister. Thank you for coming.
Find your guy during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on lithiasuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
The days grow long, and the last school bell rings, calling you to pack a bag, grab the kids, and hit the road to that fabled land of green, where adventure drifts with you on the water and carries you through the trees. So let curiosity get the best of you and take the trail less traveled to Southern Oregon. Your journey begins when you travel Medford.
Hello and welcome back here to beautiful Finley Field. Beautiful night here at Roseburg High School, Roseburg, Oregon, up here in Douglas County. The conference opener for the Panthers here on the road at Roseburg. Off to a good start, up 20-6 here at halftime. Chief, talk about what the Panthers did offensively there in the first half. 3 times they touched the ball, three touchdowns.
Well, I'll tell you, all season long, the offense has been very good. They kind of stumbled a little bit in the Liberty game, but had a great second half.
Right.
And here tonight, Tuttle, DeBoster, Carson Coda, Bryson Gutches. I think he's okay, but haven't seen him since he went out with that injury on his left ankle or left knee. But being able to run the ball a little bit and Tuttle showing his escapability, his ability to get away from the pressure and make positive yards out of a bad situation. He's been able to throw the ball at will. In fact, Coach Singler goes for it. 4th down. And
Fourth and
probably,
goal, yeah.
probably probably a field goal situation, but knowing his personnel, he's going to run a comeback in the end zone.
Right.
And after Foster missing that at the...
and I'm going to just cut you off, Chief. Here's the first touchdown. I'm going to show you the replay. We'll get to that one in a second. And Zach Miller here out of the I formation, which Coach Bell was... When I just talked to Coach Bell back here, he was excited the Panthers were in the I formation. You can see him getting excited about it. He goes, we're all spread up here in Roseburg. He said how exciting to see, Bill back in the I, and to see some old school football. 2 backs, a tight end, 3-point stance, get your butt up in the air, and let's get off the football and get into somebody. So Coach Bell, you can tell he was fired up about that.
That was a great run by Zach Miller. Actually, got some offensive line surge, but great individual job by Zach Miller, kind of cutting his right, back to his left, and his head down, his shoulder pads down, getting in the end zone.
Here's how Roseburg answered. Gillespie there on the carry down to about the 8-yard line. And you can see Roseburg here hustling up a little bit as they've gone mostly to that spread stuff. And I'm going to fast forward this. So now Thompson is in the backfield. There's the handoff from Jace. Jace keeps it around the right side. That was the holding call. Sorry, Chief. So we're going to go ahead and show you the next play now. The one that Roseburg actually did score on, where it was, I believe it was Thompson, took the ball inside. And Carson Thompson, number 31, the senior, made a move, I believe, to his right, got vertical. And once he got vertical, it was all... it was all over but the crying for the Panthers on D as he got vertical and in a hurry. And Roseburg tied it up. We're actually an extra point away from taking a 7-6 lead, but a missed, a botched hold, I guess you would call it. Holder dropped the ball, opened the gate for the game to remain tied, and the Panthers were able to answer with a touchdown from Carson Cota then.
And, I tell you, Gillespie and Thompson be able to run that up the middle, show that fly look, give it to the fullback or the running back, and then big yardage all night, and then we get away from it. They get away from it, and it's kind of cost them, versus just staying with what works.
And I'm telling you, it's a little crazy to me because you have 2 running backs in Thompson and Gillespie who are outstanding, and they're only playing with one running back in the game. And maybe Coach Bell would understand if I'm talking about this. They got 2 good running backs in Thompson and Gillespie.
Give it to
get in the I formation, right? I got to have both of them in, right? So there was Cota as Coach Bell just went by and said, you got to have them both in the game. They're 2 of our best players, right? So, I like that. I like Coach Bell coming by. So that was touchdown Cota. And then we're going to show the replay of the play of the night so far. And this is Seth and Cy on the replay with Grandma right before the touchdown from Alvarez. Down there in the right. You can see Seth zigging right, zigging left, tripping people in the front row.
That's a big dude for a 3-year-old.
Yeah.
Tight end.
He's a little upset he can't be on the field. So that's the replay of the night. The Marshall boys at 2 and 3 years old. And once upon a time I was here when I was 3 years old, and my brother Scott pick 6 against the Berg here.
In a big game.
Don't really remember it, but people have told me about it. Here's that first touchdown pass, Alvarez, and that was a catch. I'm sorry, he was in the end zone 2 feet down on the
play prior to the touchdown, right? Or
the 3 plays prior to the touchdown. So
back to the Cota touchdown real quick. That was a great play action and great fake by Torrin Tuttle and Carson Cota wide open. We haven't talked enough about Carson Cota, where he is your possession receiver. He's a big target, got good hands, got some speed, and even though we talk about Chad Cota, we talk about Chase Cota, Carson Cota here tonight and throughout this season making a name for himself too, Boom.
So here's the catch by Boster, and that was the touchdown.
Yeah, I thought he high-pointed that, and I thought he got a foot down.
Yeah, that was a touchdown.
I had a tough look at it, but on replay, it sure looks like he was in. Then we had a Roseburg guy up here in the booth ask about that last one with Boster making that on a great comeback and a great catch. I mean,
we're
that was
going to take a
bullet.
look at that one next. So really, Tuttle threw for 3 touchdown passes, and the third one was so obvious that they had to call him in for a touchdown.
Dude.
And another one for the dude, his brother, little brother who passed a couple weeks ago. So Torrin Tuttle been outstanding again here, running the being the maestro Tuttle.
Now we got Coach
Bell's yelling at Berman. Go figure.
Coach Berman down there getting the boys loose. He's done a great job since coming over from North Medford, as strength and conditioning coach for South, warming up the Panthers in the end zone to start the second half.
And that one was in there for a touchdown. Foster did a great job dragging that foot. And that's where we stand. Panthers with a 20-6 lead here at half. But that's why it's a game of football's a game of 2 halves. You got to come out, put together your best 48 minutes that you can, and hope give yourself a chance to win. So good half for South Medford in the first half. Now let's make it a good game. We talk about playing that complete game, yet really haven't been able to do that. What a great time it would be to do that tonight.
And great first half for the Panthers. And, I thought Roseburg looked really well. As they just kind of got away from what I thought. If I'm up in the headset, I'm going to say, hey, keep giving it to Thompson. Keep giving it to the Gillespie until they can stop us. And then we kind of get away from that, and then they don't score. But I think, we still got a second half here. Roseburg, I think, is up to the challenge. They got a group of kids this year that can battle you, and South's going to have to play a complete game tonight, Boom.
Yeah, we're going to take a break. When we come back, second half action coming your way.
At US Cellular, we heard you. You want a wireless plan that works for you. That's why we're giving you unlimited data for just $30 on a network ranked #1 in network quality performance. All that and no hidden fees. That's the best value in wireless. That work for you? US Cellular. Choose fair.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local U.S. Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central Point off Plaza Boulevard.
The Know Your Role campaign is incredibly needed and incredibly vital and important to establish boundaries, safe boundaries for children to play.
It's got to be a proactive culture where everybody enjoys the game.
At least creates awareness that some things need to change in order for the youth sports world and even actually the adult sports world to continue.
Knowing your role means that the parent, the coach, the referee, the fans, we all have a role.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is a guy from Lake who made it all possible. Carlos.
Hey, Carlos. Hey, Carlos.
You want someone who's going to take care of you and not just the dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
But not for you, little sister. Thank you for coming.
Find your guy during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on LithiaSuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
The days grow long, and the last school bell rings, calling you to pack a bag, grab the kids, and hit the road to that fabled land of green, where adventure drifts with you on the water and carries you through the trees. So let curiosity get the best of you and take the trail less traveled to Southern Oregon. Your journey begins when you travel Medford.
Anything, I want a quicker game because then I can.
Circle K is your on-the-go tailgate headquarters. Whether it's a home game or a road game, when you need a big play, call on My Circle K. From their always fresh premium brewed coffee, ice-cold fountain drinks and sodas, fresh made-for-travel deli items. When it comes to special teams, nothing is more special than My Circle K's Kickback Reward Program. Rewards every purchase, every time. Find them, follow them, throw a tailgate party with them. MyCircleK.com.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Hello, welcome back here. Going to the third quarter. Panthers leading 20-6. here. Panthers about to kick it off. Luke Allen and the Panthers looking for a football to play with. Good thing Bill's not on the sideline right now.
Go crazy.
They didn't have the ball out there in time. So that poor ball boy would have got. So you think you want to be a ball boy, huh? Wait till Bill's yelling at you.
Well, Tuttle tried to give him the throwing ball, and then that didn't work. But Tuttle will have an answer for everything right now. He give you the ball to kick off.
It's probably got like behind his hair. He's got such a thick mane of. And a hop, 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 hop. And the Panthers kind of come together as Barney and Varner end up like high-lowing each other, and the returner got by him. That was the weirdest looking play. I was looking, I was like, wow, the returner disappeared between those two, and they just kind of ran into each other. So the Indians will take over on their own 30 here.
Well, Barney and Varner and company, give me the Campbell kid's name again, the Swag Diesel.
Chucky?
Yeah, he wasn't there, now he is, but I tell you, this team, it's a team.
Yeah.
It's a football team, ultimate football team right now, Boom.
Here's a little toss out of the pistol. Gillespie running right, cuts upfield at about the 35 and leans forward to about the 37.5-yard line. A good pickup on first down there for the Indians.
So you don't see that very often out of the pistol. You go the old 28 toss, get outside, block down the end, get the leverage on the end, and you pick up 8 yards. You know, it's not tough. It's not rocket science. You know, as long as they're going to keep doing that and allow you to do that, you ought to keep doing that, Roseburg, and go the other way.
Here's a little bunch toss out of the left. Riley Heim comes up and feels runs the alley there, but Gillespie enough on first down.
Old school football is, you know, if they give you 8 yards on the 28 toss, let's go ahead and run 29 toss. So, but that's just me. I'm an old guy, and I got in free last night at the Sheldon South. I
was going to say, did you stay at the Holiday Inn last night or what?
I got the Sheldon.
No, but I stayed at the Holiday Inn Express.
And I got in free because how old are you? Yes. So anybody over 62.
That's the Social Security thing. Yeah. I get it. I thought you were going to say, no, but I stayed at the Holiday Inn Express last night.
They asked me, what's bad is I didn't say, hey, I get in free, I'm over 62. They just said, hey, here, I think you get in free.
Go ahead. That's even worse.
Oh, that was terrible.
At that point, I'd be like, nope, I'm paying.
No, I didn't want to admit it, but it saved me $7.50. So,
bunch toss now to the right. Chief called it, and this time nothing doing. Luke Allen, the kicker. No, Luke Allen's a linebacker by day and a kicker by night. So,
but you know. That's the other thing you have to know as old school coach. You can only go to the well so many times you come up empty. So
what should we run here, Coach?
Well, let's don't run that.
No. Then you say 28 toss. And say, what are you, a football coach? No, but I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night.
I missed that line. I did miss that line.
Oh, God.
Where was it? I was still thinking about getting in free.
And Roseburg going to stay in the bunch. And now they're going to sprint right. Not much doing there. It looks like Josephson got held. And dropped there.
Good
number
job
4, Alaric Call.
Good job by Stoll. I mean, he waited. The guy comes free, hits him in the hands, and dropped it right at the first down mark. Well, a little bit of short. It would have been short anyway, Boom.
It's going to bring up a fourth down here.
Got to gather myself after that.
Stoffels in on the play like he's going to punt it. But he's at quarterback position.
Brings in a wing back to block for him.
That's going to be an illegal procedure of some sort. They kicked a liner to Boster. This could mean trouble for Roseburg. Boster, the 45 to the 50, and trying to get around the outside. 40, going to put his shoulder down and say, here we go. Punt me the ball, baby. Don't give it to 14 in space because Boster will get after you, man.
Little miscommunication there, you know, kind of showing that they're going to go for it, then back it up, then a bad snap, fumble, then kick it to Boster. Not only Boster is quick, smart, he's also tough. He put his head down, and he got like 5 yards after the defender's on him. He's going to stop him short, and he puts his head down, helmet pads down, and he's just a tough kid.
I'd say the one guy who's upset in that Panther locker room at halftime is Boster. He wants more touches, man. I'm telling you. Here's a handoff. Zach Miller going to try to break to the outside. Going to be tracked down there. And that was number 8, John Pike, 6'3", 190-pound defensive end.
And Pike's been around this, he's been around the ball all night, done a good job containing the edge. And, South's just done a good job staying away from him, running the ball up the middle, getting outside of him and protecting Tuttle. But Pike's been all over the place tonight.
Alvarez here down to the bottom of your screen with Coda at tight end. Top of the screen is Boster and Walker in the slot. Miller at running back next to Tuttle. Tuttle back to pass. He's got Boster there. Nice little move. He'll get vertical now, try to get back to the outside. Going to pick up about 11 there. And I think there was a late hit, a roughing the quarterback. 62. Colton Jordan, the senior defensive lineman. He got Tuttle hit late. They're acting like they're walking the ball backwards.
62 for South. Is that Gio Rio? Who's 62? That kid, I was just watching my little ISO there, Boom, watching that Pike, and he did a heck of a job on the offensive side. So hopefully he doesn't get the penalty on this call.
Officials meet with a representative from the offense. Warren Tuttle's the captain. He meets with the crew. And now the Zebras pop out for a word. Personal foul.
Yeah, roughing the passer.
And this official from the Roseburg side still has the ball like all the way back here at the 35. You got to mark it from the end of the play, and then it's half the distance. So there's 23. They're going to have it on the 11.5.
Yeah.
You don't mark it off from where the penalty was, dude. The end of the play was to the 23. It should be on the 11.5 yard line. He's going to mark it on the 19. This is not right. He's got to be on the end of the plays to the 23.
Somebody ought to be saying something.
It's a dead ball personal foul, roughing the quarterback.
And I think Coach Singler talking with Coach Bauer and Milholland. I think that's Coach Bauer saying you got that wrong. So I think
so. It would be normally a 15-yard penalty. The reason it's half the distance is because it's inside the 30-yard line. Anything inside the 30-yard line on a 15-yard penalty is a half the distance to the goal. The play ended up with a first down to the 23-yard line. It's a half the distance of the goal play then from the place where they were tackled down. So that should put them at about the 11.5 yard line. I don't understand how that's confusing. I knew that when I was 7. Like,
I think they're trying to get this right, but yeah, now they're
no, they don't have it right yet. They're now at the 19. I just don't understand how you can not know that.
This is like officiating 101, and I can't hear Bill up here in the box, but he's got to be going crazy.
I don't understand how you can botch that one if you know the sport. How can you get that wrong? That's like calling double dribble during a timeout.
That's
like,
that's a 9-yard difference, too.
Tuttle drops back. There's some pressure. He kind of comes up, then breaks to the right. Now he's going to throw to Alvarez over the top, and the ball just squirts out. Wow.
Great job by Tuttle there, just using his escapability and then putting some touch on it to Alvarez in the end zone. And looks like the defender might just got a hand on it and kept it from being 6 points.
So Parnell, the defensive coordinator for the South Medford, Chris Parnell, just told the White Hat, dude, and you left your flag back there. Dude had to run all the way back in his flag in between the play. Here's a run-through backer. Good pickup there by the South Medford D. He's going to let that ball go to Walker. Up and no, off his hands. Looked like Tuttle might take off there, and he might get in the end zone. There was nobody in front of him. Like that he kept his eyes downfield. But
good job.
I think he had some open space there.
Good job by Tuttle again. It looked like the defender got there a little early, but no flag there, and got 3rd and 10 here. But a good job by Tuttle. You know, he has an amazing ability when it breaks down, protection breaks down outside the pocket. He's probably more effective than he is inside the pocket, Boom.
The temperature dropping, I think that might have a thing to do with it as well. Those hands have got to be
Tuttle in the gun. Alvarez, Walker, Coda at tight end. Boster to the top of the screen. He looks for Coda, makes a one-handed catch. Carson Coda down to about the 6-yard line. First down, Panthers.
You know, we talked about it a little bit at halftime. The Brent Jones look and the old West Coast offense, and he reminds me
That's
of that
Bingo Cross. That's the
Bingo
old
Cross.
Red Jet Bingo Cross, baby.
And that time, Red Jet Bingo Cross.
That's what the Niners used to call it, not South. South doesn't call it that.
But big left hand, big left mitt by Carson Coda. And we talked about Chad Coda, Chase Coda. Now Carson Coda coming into his own. What a great catch there.
And Tuttle had to throw that before he's out of his break. He had pressure in the face, sat on that back foot, made that throw. Here's Zach Miller.
Gonna take it in the end zone.
Touchdown, Panthers!
Zach Miller, you know, that kid, first of the season, you know, he was, you know, came in second or third back. All of a sudden, Jamal Parnell's still out tonight. Boom, haven't talked about Jamal too much.
I haven't seen him. He's going through concussion protocol last week.
Isaac
so you
Dillon,
just don't know how a kid's going to respond from that.
So it's running back by committee, but Zach Miller getting it done here tonight. Bryson Gutches goes down. Jamal still not back. Isaac Dillon. Great job there finding the end zone by Zach Miller.
Luke Allen. Kick is up and good. We're going to take a break. Panthers leading 27-6. We'll be right back after this word.
At US Cellular, we heard you. You want a wireless plan that works for you. That's why we're giving you unlimited data for just $30 on a network ranked #1 in network quality performance. All that and no hidden fees. That's the best value in wireless. That work for you? US Cellular. Choose fair.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local U.S. Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central Point off Plaza Boulevard.
The Know Your Role campaign is incredibly needed and incredibly vital and important to establish boundaries, safe boundaries for children to play.
It's got to be a proactive culture where everybody enjoys the game.
At least creates awareness that some things need to change in order for the youth sports world and even actually the adult sports world to continue.
Knowing your role means that the parent, the coach, the referee, the fans, we all have a role.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up.
Talking to George Decker down there. He's got a few words of wisdom.
Well,
his son Eric, or Derek, I mean.
The Stoltz kid, his dad, the Stoltz kid is a quarterback at North. His dad is old Roseburg quarterback. Carson 6 makes a man miss out past the 40-yard line. And then Bryce Betcher, the South Eugene quarterback, his dad once upon a time was a Roseburg High School quarterback.
Good job there by that Carson 6. We talked about him earlier in the game, and you know, just a sophomore and getting him good field position again here. Special teams by Roseburg, getting the ball outside the 40-yard line to give him a start here and try to get back in this ball game.
Got to get something going here this drive. If you're the Indians, there's a good little screen. He's got like a convoy out there. It's at 88.
And a great job.
Austin Parker, the senior, 6'3", 180 yards.
Good job out there. You know, we love the same play we love to run. Get that tackle out there on the cornerback, get him up in the seam, and did a good job right there, 88. But, you know, that block from the outside lineman out there on the corner broke him loose for a big first down.
Stoffel now to Thompson, and ball almost stripped there by, is that Isaac Dillon maybe?
And that Dillon, he's a load offensively, and he's a big dude.
No, that was, Liam Stedman.
Liam Stedman?
Yeah, Liam came in there and tried to poke at that ball. Well, didn't poke at it, kind of punched at it, almost popped out of there. Thompson able to protect it there late, kind of roll with that punch.
Stedman and Dillon are kind of like bookends, you know. They look a lot alike there. But again, Roseburg having a lot of success up the middle, 9 yards on that first down carry.
And they're going to go back to that little quick screen to the top. Ray Jean got to get him down, able to do so there. as Skylar Moore, senior receiver, 6 foot, 175 pounds. Thompson. Oh!
Big
hit.
hit.
Big hit. A big hit.
Is that Gio Rios or who
Gio
is that?
Rios.
Big hit.
Guys got rhyming names. Gotta love that.
I love that name and make that call again. But I'll tell you again, Roseburg up the middle, 9 yards again.
Here we go, 2nd and 1. Quarterback's going to keep it. And there's Jamal Parnell. Late flag coming in. And that's what South Medford's been able to do. They'll give up chunk, and then they'll get one minus play. Roseburg gets behind the sticks, and then they stall out. And so if you're Roseburg, you got to keep the momentum going of getting positive yards. And then you can't have the minus play, and that's been the difference in this game. Because Roseburg's moved it between the 20s. There's no doubt about it. They can move the ball. The Panthers bow their neck up for one 3-play series, and one of those 3 plays, they'll get a loss of 6 or a loss of 8 or a penalty, and then Roseburg has a tough time overcoming, that adversity within that little series. And that's been the difference, where the Panthers haven't had trouble overcoming that adversity. Regardless adversity that they've faced offensively, they've been able to come through and continue to execute through adversity and regardless of the situation. And that's why one team has 27 and the other team has 6. Plain and simple.
That's a flag in the defensive secondary, but
holding on offense, yeah. So that'll bring up 2nd and 10, where it was just 2nd and 1. Here's that minus play. Can Roseburg now be able to overcome that adversity in that flag? So 2nd and 10, Justin Josephson's there, able to make the tackle. So that'll bring up a 3rd and about 5.
So Gio Rios, Swag Diesel, Justin Josephson, and Nate Krupp.
Nate Krupp, man. That's our 4 down and hand in the dirt. Let's go.
Been able to get it done here tonight.
There's a little inside handoff. Justin Josephson there again. His father wants the Eagle Point great, R.J. Josephson.
Went to the state championship.
He did. And
lose to Roseburg
now,
in that game.
He's one of our boys in blue.
He's one of Medford's finest.
Medford's finest, man. So, RJ, if you're RJ's probably here, but if you are at home listening, RJ, hello, and thank you for your service. So,
Justin getting it done tonight here, every night,
man. You always count on 40, man. You can always count on 40. Here we go, 4th down and 4. This could be the play of the game. Boom! Oh man, pops out a 1. And great fight. Ball comes out.
Riley Heim coming up and just did not wrap it up.
Oh, my gosh.
Making a big hit.
Wow. It looked like it was going to be a kill shot. And
it's going to be close again at the sticks.
What a great play there by Alaric Call. I think that's enough for a 1st down. I have seen more of this than I've ever seen in any football game in my life. He's like plumb bobbing the measuring thing.
Just measure
hey,
it.
You get my putter so I can plumb bob this thing? Like, what the heck?
It's right at the sticks. Okay, now we're going to get a measurement.
In the time that we were down there measuring it, like, on the turf, the sticks could have already been out here. I could have been at Calhoun's having some Chinese food. No, we were out there plumb bobbing the measurement.
This one, I think Roseburg got it as well.
Looks like it's short. Just
short. Panthers will take it over on downs, and there's that adversity they faced with that one penalty, Chief. That was their hurdle. Not able to overcome it again. Panthers defense holds here with 4 minutes, 44 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
Big stop there by, at fact, after Riley Heim come up, make that big hit and didn't get him to the ground. Thought it was a 1st down, but just came up short, Boom. Now it's kind of one of those drives where Bill, he wants to kind of up 3 scores, run the ball a little bit, take a little clock, or not. But usually in this situation, he wants to beat you up a little bit, run the ball a little bit, take some clock away.
There's a handoff. Is that Isaac There's Mason DeVries, the senior with the torn ACL, getting downhill. Wow.
Really wanted to see this kid play. The other night he came in a couple weeks ago, and we joked about it with running back coach Jason Bauer tonight, going, well, he finally gets in the game and nobody blocks for him.
Yeah, that was at McMinnville.
Yeah, and tonight, here he goes, and big first down run right there. Mason DeVries, great to see him out.
2nd and 1 here. I want to see DeVries run it again. Here he is running left and backside.
Just worried as I stand next to Caleb, who had a similar injury his senior year, and DeVries just being out there on the field is a major accomplishment, but at the same time kind of leaves you wondering, boom, hopefully, he's not going to get that re-injured and he's able to overcome that.
Well, anytime you see anybody around his legs, I'm sure everybody, as I just was in the last play, I begin to immediately start holding my breath. And if you're on the backside of the line when you're running right, cut somebody off. Don't let somebody come through the middle. DeVries is going to lean forward and have the first down. A great 3-play sequence there from the senior who's playing on a torn ACL. Mason DeVries, all heart, 2-5.
Unbelievable kid. Unbelievable family. Have done a great job and been in the Panther program. His brother Dylan coached him a little bit in football and as well as freshman basketball. Boom. Good-looking kid. And
yep.
Just keep it going there, Mace.
And we're going to run toss to him, see if he can outrun him to the sideline. He tries to plant that foot. And, gosh, it's just almost tough watching it.
Well, he's kind of got, you can see he's kind of favoring a little bit, or not favoring it, but you can see he's not where he was a year ago.
Yeah.
And you just don't want him to try too much. And,
well, I'm thinking if we're South Medford, Bill Singler here, we got to get a fullback out in the flat right now because DeVries needs one play of a little bit of a blow.
Yeah.
So play action, fullback in the flat. If that's not there, Tuttle, you run it.
Just reminds me of that Friday Night Lights.
Yeah, Booby Miles.
Yeah, when
toss and it
I'm good, and he run that toss, and then he's not so good, and that's kind of what that last play reminded me of.
Yeah. Delay a game against the Panthers. That's going to move them back 5 more.
Mason put together, and that kid's in the weight room all the time.
No, that dude lifts hard. I mean,
yeah.
I watched him this summer. Front squatting 225 pounds with a knee brace on and a torn ACL. I dare anybody to go out there and try to squat 225 with no torn ACL and tell me how that goes. Here's a little play action. Tuttle looks second level. Mitchell Walker there. Great throw. Tuttle was moving to his left. They had covered the fullback. I called the play chief. Roseburg actually had it defended nicely. And a good job going second level there by Torrin Tuttle to that second level route.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, that a big hit by the safety for Roseburg coming up just to limit the damage right there and keep him short of that first down. Big hit by Roseburg. Great job, play action. Great job by Tuttle and Walker.
Big 3rd and 6 right here. Panthers could pick this up, get to the fourth quarter. Maybe get another score. Tuttle in the gun, DeVries at running back. Here goes Alvarez. He's in motion. He's going to be into the flat. There's nobody going to be covering him. He's going to make the catch. Now he's going to make a move on one, get out past the 45-yard line, and the Panthers will move the chains. First down, South Medford on the old sprint right option. That's what they call it in the West Coast offense, Chief. Montana to Taylor. No.
Yeah.
Tuttle. Yeah. Montana to John Taylor. No. Tuttle to Trey Alvarez.
Well, it's defense 101. The guy goes in motion. Somebody go with them, or you have to make that adjustment?
You got to adjust. If you don't adjust, and you got nobody out in the flat right now to force you off to the second option.
And he's wide open. Good job by Tuttle. And, that's where we want to throw the ball. You want to hit him in motion on the run.
DeVries through the middle. Boom! Mason DeVries.
Uh-oh, we got a helmet-to-helmet call coming here, I think. Well, who are you going to call it on? You're going to call on DeVries?
You're going to call it on DeVries with a torn ACL for protecting his knee?
Wait a minute. He's got helmet down. You got to protect the runner there. You cannot call it against the offensive running back, but that's what it looked like he wanted to do.
Yeah, he was staring at DeVries. He might, if he does, that's so weak.
No, running back, put your helmet down, pads down. That's no call there.
27-6, personal foul on Roseburg.
Oh, my
wow,
God.
on us? The guy, how do you do when you got the ball? If you're running with the football, he's got a torn ACL. He's protecting his knee.
No, I seen that coming, and the way he looked, I was going, wow, are you really going to make that call? And sure enough, he made that call. And I'm not saying that you make it on the defender either. That's just a football
play. There's no flag there. But you're certainly not going to call it on a running back.
There's no call there. Because the defender, he came in below the helmet. He didn't go helmet to helmet. There's no call there. In fact, we're kind of getting it carried away here now, folks.
ACL tear last year. He's back and he's healthy and he's looking great in this third quarter. High formation for South Medford on first and long.
Here's a toss to DeVries. He gets vertical out to about midfield.
He's a load. That kid's a load, and it looks like his legs hanging in there. It looks like he's going to be able to continue to play football his senior year. Obviously, he cares a lot about this football team and about this football game, Boom, and it's great to see.
So we are going to go to the fourth quarter. Panthers will take a 27-6 lead. Going to the fourth here at Finley Field. We'll be right back after this quick word.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is the guy from Lithia who made it all possible, Carlos.
Hey, Carlos. Hey, Carlos.
You want someone who's going to take care of you and not just the dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
But not for you, little sister. Thank you for coming.
Find your guy during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on lithiasuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 40 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland and Medford, and now Bill's Glass in Grants Pass.
Hello, welcome back here. 27-6. The Panthers leading the Roseburg Indians here, going to the fourth quarter. 2nd and 7.
Is on the radio, and so we can't bring you South Medford on the radio. We can do the next best thing. We can do this out on the internet. 27-6 South Medford. Roseburg.
So 28-14 is the score now. The Black Tornado lead over the Grants Pass Cavemen. Tuttle under center, I formation. He's going to fake the handoff, and he's going to go ahead and throw it to Mitchell Walker now. Walker makes a move, shakes the tackler, and down to about the 35-yard line. Torn Tuttle to Mitchell Walker, and Tuttle is very good in those naked situations. He can use that speed to get around the corner and able to find his receivers open in the flat. And if I'm Roseburg right now, you'd almost have to make an adjustment defensively. We have to have somebody in the flats. The Panthers are killing them
all night long, and over the
years.
Roll
a corner one time. Just roll a corner up, run a safety over the top, and that's how you make that adjustment. But go ahead, Chief.
I'm just going to say, Tuttle's, that little naked bootleg has been effective all night out in the flat. He's so good with it. If it's not open, he keeps the ball in big yardage. If the defender's got to stay outside, though, and he hasn't been able to defend and stay outside all night with Tuttle, and so he's just having his way, and Bill can call that every play if he wants to.
Mason DeVries, what a smile it brings to our face here in the booth to see him run like he just did there on 1st and 10. Downhill, physical, all on a torn ACL. This dude isn't fighting back from surgery. He's fighting to not have surgery and play his senior year. There's an element of toughness that is unmatched in this category. I don't care who you are, what level you play at. If you're playing on a torn ACL, you are one bad mother.
You are one bad dude. Mason, he's been working off season, and obviously under the direction of a lot of care and doctors and trainers and football coaches, making sure he doesn't hurt it. And obviously they gave him the green light, and he's ready to go.
The thing is when you have a torn ACL, you can't hurt it anymore. That thing is torn. So, I mean, you're just basically out there hoping it doesn't disintegrate at that point. But, I mean, it's just unbelievable to see him make cuts like that on a torn ACL. That's all heart, man. That is all heart, and unbelievable. And what a shot in the arm he is with Bryson Gutchis last week going down with the injury, or this week after Gutchis had 189 yards in his debut as the Panther running back, only a sophomore. And then Gutchis gets injured tonight in the second quarter, looked like a knee, and Panthers kind of looking around, and here comes DeVries, the senior returner, an all-conference running back last year. And here he goes, downhill this time, in the open. Oh, ball pops out. Oh, no.
That's just tough luck.
Wow, and so that time DeVries doesn't lower his helmet because the last time the guy threw the flag.
So he stays up, keeps helmet up, and
ball pops out.
I think it looked like, at least in real time, just like somebody got the hand in, popped it out. He had it covered up, too. Sometimes that just happens in football, but looked like he was going in for 6.
So just outside the goal line.
And DeVries, I'll tell you, whether that's a touchdown or not, that's just a gutsy effort right there, and it's good to see him back.
You can see Coach Bauer just embrace Mason over on the sideline.
And we had a feeling from talking to Coach Bauer, talking to Jason and Knight, that we're going to see DeVries a little bit. And, we just did. And unfortunately, doesn't work out his way and get in the end zone. But what a debut right there tonight.
Makes the move. Gillespie out to about the 12-yard line, first down Roseburg. Here, 10 minutes and about 20 seconds left to be played in the fourth quarter. Panthers leading 27-6.
Roseburg again on first down, able to run the ball up the middle between the tackles. But like you said, Boom, on third down situation, second, third, not so well. First down, they've been able to run the ball really well up the middle.
Gillespie makes a move. He'll get out past the 15. Picks up about 3.5. Flag is down.
That's in the area of holding, so I'm guessing if there's something I didn't see, it looks like they'll be moving back halfway
to
their goal line.
(28-14) Black Tornado lead Grants Pass. Grants Pass driving, though, inside the 50-yard line, it looks like.
Everybody in this conference tough, huh, Boom? I tell you, I know Roseburg played Grants Pass tough last week. Lost a tough ball game to them. Sheldon beats North 28-27. And now tonight, South taking care of business here. But looks like anybody in this conference at any given Friday night can beat you.
Yep. So it was a penalty against the Indians. That'll move the ball back. Roseburg now facing a 1st and 15 here from their own 6-yard line. Here's a little pass. Jace pumps it.
Wide
he looks
open.
downfield, and it's dropped. Had a man out there. That was Skylar Moore. Got behind the defense. It looks like we got another flag down here, Chief.
In the area of holding again, but I don't. Kind of a broken play, broken coverage by South. Stoffel gets him wide open. Drops the ball. Wouldn't have been 6 probably, but wide open, broken coverage. And now we got a penalty on Roseburg, I think.
And the receiver just can't snare it in. 9:31 in the fourth. Second and long for Roseburg. And there was a penalty on that play as well. A clipping. And it was declined. So
Got a cut block there on Roseburg, I think. And
is that right?
I think we had a cut block and declined by South.
So to bring up 2nd and 15. Stoffel trying to get up inside the pocket, looking for somebody to throw to. Now scrambling, puts his head down. He's going to get out of bounds at about the 15-yard line. Good job there by Jace, able to make something out of nothing and bring up a 3rd and now manageable for the Indians.
Good job by the Panther D, bringing pressure, and Stoffel had a couple receivers down there, one up the seam, but just didn't have time to get him with the pressure from south. But using his athleticism, i.e. Torrin Tuttle-like, and able to make that a positive gain.
So 3rd and 8 here with about 9 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Roseburg really needs to pick this one up. Here's the snap, back to pass to Stoffel. He'll look over the middle to Carson Six, the sophomore, coming across the middle, and was able to break open, make the catch, and have enough for the first down for the Indians.
And Stoffel, he's got a gun. I mean, he's been able to make those throws. He's got ability to make those throws. But to Panthers' credit, they've given him a lot of pressure tonight. But this time, Six comes open over the middle, looked at him the whole time, finds him, and moves the chains.
Trips here to the bottom of your screen. There's going to be a little screen pass. Good job there by the defense. And hopefully the receiver down there is okay. Kind of got hit in the back of the head. That was 88, Austin Parker.
Riley Heim there kind of smelling that one out and kind of seeing that coming all the way and not having any of that little bubble screen. They see so much of that in practice with the bubble and the tunnel and the jet screens that Panther D sees that and react to it right away. Did a good job.
So here we go, 2nd and 9. Roseburg's got the ball at their own 25-yard line. Here's a little play action. Stedman coming, and he's got him. Liam Stedman with a sack from the backside.
And Krupp there, that's Justin Josephson and Stedman together, and Stedman getting the sack and Josephson with the assist, I guess.
Yeah.
How you call that, but great job by Panther D. They're down linemen. We were just talking about it. Finally getting a good feel for these down linemen with the hand in the dirt, doing a great job tonight.
Here we go, 3rd and 13. 7 minutes, 30 seconds left. Back to pass to Stoffel. Here's the pass. Receiver looking for it, and nice play there by the Panther defense. 82, Landon Dupper was out there, a sophomore, 5'10", 155 pounds, but able to make the play there was Walker.
Actually,
Dupper had a nice game.
He actually had the ball and just couldn't control it there, and Walker kept fighting, and now he got a punt.
I don't want to tell you what's going to happen here, but if Boster catches it on one bounce, look out. And he's going to make you miss. And he's going to get it out to about the 50. So actually pretty good coverage there from the Indians.
Good job by number 10 there.
There comes a late flag.
I seen Swag Diesel earlier.
I think that's Roars.
Was that Roars there? Diesel always get me confused, but they were battling on that last play, and they were hand-to-hand combat on the punt.
Right.
And now it looks like they're going to get a flag.
So Grants Pass has it 1st down and 10. 8 minutes left in the 4th quarter at the 10-yard line. About to go in to cut it to a one-score game. So Grants Pass has come back.
And Grants Pass North. How long have they been battling, and how long have they been rivals? Not only Medford Grants Pass, but North Medford and Grants Pass have always played tough since the split in 1986. Boom. Every year it seems like it comes down to the very, very, very end.
Right.
So wouldn't surprise me if Grants Pass scores and it comes down to the final 5 or 6 minutes in that ball game.
Well, it looks like Grants Pass is going to score, making a one-score game now, or at least they're
At least they're in the red zone, right?
Yeah.
And North got a really good football team this year, evidenced by just barely losing the other night. Probably should have won that ball game.
Yeah.
And now battling Grants Pass. At Spieg, right? At Spiegelberg.
DeVries on the toss. Connor Joe out in front. DeVries is going to get outside and step out of bounds. Mason DeVries is going to pick up about 7 yards there on first down. A good carry on first down from the senior.
Little 29 toss, and Carson Joe out in front. Good job zone blocking, and DeVries, every time he touches the ball, everybody kind of holds their breath a little bit, but looking pretty strong right there on that carry.
Absolutely.
I'm not even sure if they call it 29 toss anymore. That's a 9 toss. That's find your place out there on a get some leverage and carry the ball out on the outside of the left side. Good job by the offensive line there.
And there is a touchdown Grants pass. Just
kind of like we were saying, cut it to one score now, and then that's kind of how they always play.
Yep.
North, Grants pass. I don't know how many times, no matter if they're first in the conference or last in the conference, seems to always come down to the last.
Yep.
Whoever's got the ball last.
Absolutely. And, man, if they mark that ball on the 45-yard line, that should be a first down because they marked it on the 35 originally.
The sticks are coming in. Whitehat finally figured out don't make that call on your own, but...
well, he already called the third down.
He might be wrong again because that's...
I think this is a first down. If it got to the line, it's enough. And it is. Thank you very much. Called it all the way from Medford, Oregon.
When you see
what you know about that and your plum bobbin?
Well, I tell you, this is great. We have great seats up here. It takes a little bit to get up here. When you get there,
got a long way
you
to
still
go.
got a little ways to go. And that
when you think you're there.
Yeah.
Hey, and by the way, look straight across, Dad. We're making the joke about the Holiday Inn Express.
Oh, I missed
There's
my
the
line.
sign right there, man. I mean, God's pointing to us right in the eye.
And I missed my cue.
Yeah. No, but I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night. Run power here. Run toss, Roseburg. What, are you an offensive coordinator for a football team or something?
No, but I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express. Well, I was.
Nailed it.
Good job there by the Roseburg interior defensive line holding DeVries to 1 yard. Reminds me
DeVries
of that.
and Joe in the eye. Coda to the top of the screen at tight end. Boster and Alvarez down here to the bottom. DeVries makes a cut backwards, and you can hear those pads still crunching. I saw Coach Bell up here at halftime, and he's like, hey, man, I love seeing Bill in the Panthers in the eye. Got to tell you.
Yeah.
That's his roots, man. He wants to line up, and they're going to come downhill at you. And play some old school football. Is all this basketball in space and stuff.
We've never, South hasn't always had the ability to be able to do that.
Right.
And the talent to be able to get up and down, get in the eye, and had to put people out on the aisle and get them out in space. Kind of like Coach Nagel and Ashland, but when you have the people that can do it, and all
Joe
night,
out in the flat. That ought to make Coach Bell happy, too. That's the old Roseburg play, fullback in the flat.
That Carson Joe is a load.
Yeah. Run it, in the flat. Run it, in the flat.
I can't believe we don't know that family, that Carson Joe kid. It's the real deal. He's been playing there at fullback and doing the dirty work.
Yep.
And now getting
5'8", 230-pound sophomore.
Going to be around for a while.
If this was 1994, he would have moved to Roseburg to play fullback for Coach Bell. How many good 44s and 45s has Roseburg had throughout the years?
It looks like they just changed their jerseys. And
it's the same guy every year. Now DeVries downhill. Panthers are kind of like trying to make a statement right here with this possession, I think, Chief.
Well,
because people looked at the comparative score. Roseburg beat McMinnville 42-0.
Right.
And then South only beat them 21-7. And so people want to jump down the idea that Roseburg's a better football team than South Medford.
Doesn't work that way.
That's when I say take comparative scores and throw them out the window, especially at the high school level. You can even do that in the NFL and college level, especially in the high school level.
Every game has its own flow, just like we talked the other night.
DeVries trying to bust out of that.
But, one thing I do know about Coach Singler, at a certain point in a ball game, he's going to throw the ball a little bit. He's going to run the ball a little bit. But at a certain point, he's going to make a statement on getting his running game, getting that offensive line north and south, getting his running back north and south. And this possession is kind of what that's all about. Carson Joe now getting a little blow. He's been in there offense and defense, and that kid's a football player, Boo.
He is. Alvarez coded to the right. Boster at the top of the screen. Timeout. South Medford. I can tell you by the split that Boster took, I know where they were going. I'll be right back after this quick word. Don't go anywhere.
1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthern.com to learn more.
Hello, welcome back here live. Finley Field, Roseburg High School. I'm Boomer Marshall alongside the Chief, Dan Marshall, my dad. Also along for the ride, the video, and the laughs, Caleb Franklin. Tuttle in the gun. DeVries to his left. For a ride. We're going to sprint left. There's a little out and up. We got Boster wide open. Touchdown, South Medford. Tuttle to Boster. Just another day at the office, Chief.
Well, I tell you, touchdown South Medford. It's pretty simple, really. You run the chair, or you run the down, out, and up, or you run the pump and go. Whatever you want to call it. Like taking candy from a baby. Tuttle to Boster. And that's pretty easy.
It's like you do it in the backyard.
We've been running that since you're about 6 years old, Boom, though.
Yeah.
The old down, out, pump it, go.
See you later.
You want to call it the chair, you want to call it the go, whatever you want to call it 6 points.
Kick is up. It is good. Luke Allen. Panthers take a 34-6 lead.
Boster must have been asking for that. I mean, it's 27-6 now. Come on, Coach, let me run it. Let me run it.
Well, I mean, every time they run it, it's a touchdown. So,
yeah.
Good thing Coach listened to him, right?
Yeah, And I'm Bill saying, I don't know. We want to show it again. But Roseburg's seen it a couple times. This is about the third time we run that little chair pattern touchdown.
They can know it's coming. You still got to be able to stop it.
Yeah.
So on 3rd and 7 is the perfect time to run it.
Yeah.
And really the absolute perfect time to run it is on 4th and 7, like game on the line kind of stuff against North on November 1st when they're going to be jumping that route. That's when you run it.
Yeah.
But do you have the oomph
to do it?
Because you got to have guts to do it. You got to trust your kids to do it.
And I'll tell you what, obviously talking about Boster early in the season and then having a kid like Tuttle who can thread the needle and make that play, I'd run it a little bit more often than not.
Grant's pass, just if you're wondering at home, got the ball back.
Grant's pass has the ball with, less than 3 minutes to go in the game probably, down to score. South taking a commanding lead here on that little chair route. Tuttle to Boster and setting it all up,
for next week, baby.
At Sheldon South, at Sheldon. And Sheldon tonight, Sheldon's got, they got the bye week, so I'm not sure. Are they playing Aloha tonight? No.
Sheldon's playing Jesuit.
Sheldon's got Jesuit. They got, like we said earlier, they got one of the toughest schedules in the
We're like
state.
Auburn. Auburn has the toughest schedule in college football.
Yeah. Oh, I think North has their bye week with Aloha.
Aloha, yeah.
So,
but originally, I don't think Aloha is supposed to be very good.
Right.
And then Aloha beat Jesuit. And
so I tell you, there's nothing easy for anybody on the way out here. The rest of the way, you get 4 or 5 non-league games, which is kind of crazy compared to how it used to be, Boom.
Right.
When everything was a league game, and you get one team in for a champion. Now you got 4 or 5 non-league games, and everybody's tough. Well, the complete
Grants
game.
Pass just scored 28-27, and Grants Pass is going for two.
Wow. Just kind of like we called it. How many times have they done that in the last 10 years?
Yeah.
Either team, it comes down, going to go for 2. Kind of called that.
And move the ball to the right hash.
I think we lost one over there.
2 minutes left. Grants Pass going for 2. They're going to fake the handoff. They're going to run the screen. He's open. Short. They held him. It looked like he was getting in.
North holds.
It's like a replay of last week. It's like the exact opposite.
28-27 North.
Grants Pass has all the momentum in the world. They've outscored them by 3 scores. They're down 28-6. Tie it up, send it to overtime, right?
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of game left. I get it. You go for 2, but we got 2 minutes. 2 minutes in eternity in a football game with 2 or 3 timeouts. Maybe not so much in high school, but certainly at the NFL level, 2 minutes will go on forever. And I don't know if you have to pull the trigger that early.
Ball's out. Varner's got it. Inside the 20. And down there.
Nick Varner, the 6-foot junior, in the right place at the right time. And that is the final nail in the coffin. 2:40 in the fourth. A 4-touchdown.
Well, we were talking about Varner and the group of Panthers that have come together as a team here. We're in, even though it's our first conference game, they've played tough all year. And Varner, they're picking it up and being smart and thinking instead of thinking it was an incomplete pass, gets the fumble.
So I hit select. I went Dropbox. Do I hit export?
Yeah. No. Handoff, Mason DeVries.
DeVries inside the 10.
Jukes a defender, gets inside the 5.
I already went to select. Put it inside Dropbox. Yeah. And then do I hit export?
So after the fumble, DeVries gets a carry and just knifing through there and sets up a 1st and goal for South right now, late in the ball game. Great piece of running by DeVries. Good job by the offensive line. Coach DJ getting it done. I already seen Bill heading to the sideline, so with the game in hand here.
Yeah.
Torrin Tuttle beat him out for the job, but Phillips has, I would say, the requisite size. He's huge. Pitches to DeVries. Fumbles.
There's another fumble. Panthers are going to turn it over.
And that's just bad luck there. Looked like a pretty good toss there by Phillips, and came off the shoulder pad of DeVries, and that's just tough luck for Mason, especially on a good job running the ball on the last 2 or 3 series of the night and doing a great job. Just got a hard luck fumble the first time, and then tough fumble there off the shoulder pad, looked like.
So the Black Tornado have the ball. 2 minutes, 31 seconds left at their own 30.
See, that's what I'm talking about. 2:30, and you're going for 2 right there. Tie the ball game up, play some D, and get the ball back.
Right.
But, I mean, they still have the opportunity to do that, but a little early to pull the trigger on a 2-point conversion.
Stoffel, shotgun for Roseburg. Handoff Gillespie. Breaks a tackle into the open field. Stiff arms the defender 20.
So Roseburg will have a first down out past the 25. And that's where they will take over, or excuse me, that's where they'll continue to the drive at about the 26, 27-yard line.
And I think Roseburg is calling off the dogs. That's what it looks like right now. Backup QB, backup tailback.
Yeah, both teams now looking at going with their reserves and giving their second group an opportunity to get some some reps and get some playing time here in the fourth quarter.
I thought maybe the PA was on to something, but it's tough to try to bring these apart.
So here, about a minute and 30 left, Chief. You got the call the rest of the way, yeah.
Minute and 30 left in the ball game here with Roseburg at Roseburg, and the complete game we were talking about. I think South just checked off that box as well. Not only their conference opener, but we've been looking for a night that both offensively and defensively they put it together. And
there's another fumble.
That's
Panthers
what happened tonight.
Panthers got it, Chief.
So right now,
another
turnover. Panthers cover it.
A touchdown for every quarter, a turnover for every quarter.
And right here's a question: are you just getting the victory formation, take a knee, or you let your young guys go out there and finish it up, pound the ball, pound the ball, pound the ball, and it could be a little bit of both right now. You could certainly take a knee, but with young guys in the ball game, probably let them play it out.
Oh no, it's victory formation. You don't want to
get crazy.
You want to get out of here healthy.
And you know, Coach Singler's always been
class,
very, very class operation. South Medford Panthers not going to pour it on, and why not get in the victory formation, take a knee, get out of here, and hopefully, with the exception of Bryson Gutches, and hopefully I haven't seen him on the sideline, but hopefully he's going to be okay, and we get out of here healthy with a win in our first conference game.
Absolutely, big win for South Medford. Moved to 5-1, and if you're the Panthers, you got to be happy about where you're at. Coach Singler headed into that Sheldon game. Really the acid test of this season. You're on the road. Probably nobody in the world gives you a chance to go up there and win that game. But if you're Coach Singler, that's where you want to be.
Yep.
You know, you got nothing to lose, and you control your destiny. And they have done that and put themselves in this position. They should be proud of what they've accomplished and what they still have now the ability to accomplish. So.
Yeah, great looking football team right now. If you'd ask them if you take 5-1 going into the Sheldon game, everybody probably say yeah. And
I was worried about this game. You heard me before the game.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be.
You know, I thought that they were going to be lucky to escape from here with a win tonight. I really did. It's because Roseburg's a team on the come up. They're getting better.
They played well tonight, and South just played better. And tell you what, I think like we talked, Boom, they put it together here, and a good time to put it together before you go on the road to Eugene next week. And good job by coaching staff. Good job by the kids to get it done. You know, and one of those old sayings, you know, it's not about X's and O's, it's about the Jimmy and Joe's. So
until you don't have
the Jimmys and Joe's,
until you don't have the right X's and O's, you know, there's always somebody to blame, right? But when you win, that's why we always say, what do we say? What do we go by? We're with you 100%. Winner tie. Winner tie, baby. We're with you.
Yeah.
Good to see you. Thank you, guys. So the Panthers played great. Tuttle, was it 3 touchdown passes today?
You know,
1 to Dakota, 1 to Boster, and another one to Boster.
Yeah.
Is that right? Yeah. 3 more. And what a season that kid's having. You know, with adversity, now success, him transferring from North Valley. I think he has now 19 touchdown passes in 6 games into 2 interceptions. And it's a kid that's in his first year in the system here at South Medford. And good to see you, George. And that kind of success, it's not that easy to come to this offense and just be able to pick it up like that. But my God, has he picked it up?
Yeah.
And
he's kind
right now, you know, the kid from Grants Pass's numbers. The kid from Grants Pass leads the league in passing by about maybe 150 yards more than Tuttle. But Tuttle throws at a higher percentage than he does. And I guarantee you Tuttle's rushed for more yards than he has. and his touchdown to interception ratio is better than his is. So if I'm head coach Bill Singler, if I'm Torrin Tuttle, if I'm anybody that's a South Medford guy at all, you show me somebody that's better than our quarterback.
Yeah,
show me somebody. And you can argue he doesn't have a strong arm. The kid wins. The kid's efficient. He throws at a high rate. He throws for more yards than anybody, and he doesn't turn the football over. And he's a threat to do it not only in the pocket, but out of the pocket, running with the football. And this is coming from a guy that coached quarterbacks at the 6A level for 11 years in this program. He's as good as anyone that we've had here in the first 6 games of the season. And there was a lot of question marks coming in with this kid when he arrived.
Well, South Medford's kind of turned into quarterback U, and he's definitely stepped in. And, like Coach said, the team's embraced him. Certainly the coaching staff's embraced him, and the community's embraced him. And he's done it all for South right now. And I don't think we'd be 5-1 heading into Sheldon without him.
He gives you a chance to win anytime that he's in the ballgame. I'll just say that. And he has outperformed any idea or any thought that I had about what he could do. I would never in my head thought he would be where he's at right now in this system at this point in his career, only being there since, February? This dude's been around South Medford football for 7 months, and in the time, lost his little brother.
Yeah.
Little brother passed.
No, it's
crazy. I mean, it's just crazy.
Think about that. Yeah, it's a great thing to watch, and it's a great thing to see, and it doesn't surprise me with knowing South Medford staff and Coach Singler and the kids around him and the community around him. It doesn't surprise me. It's just in the face of adversity to see it happen and watch it happen. It's a thing of beauty, and bless him all, baby.
Bless him.
Bless him and keep it rolling.
The dude, keep it going, Panthers. Travel home safe. Thank you guys for joining us here tonight on TableRockSports.net. For Caleb Franklin, who's on the video tonight, the Chief, my dad on the color, and Boomer Marshall saying good night and God bless.